Yeah, it's good.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ruach Kodash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, of Great Millstone, and salutation and much love to you, Akim, out there, wishing out his word, truth, and sincerity. We're out here, who knows, maybe for the last time in Saint Pete, downtown Saint Petersburg. All right, and we're just gonna come out here and you know, proclaim the words of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai. Let's start in get Revelation 17. We'll go there because we're in the time of prophecy.
You got it? I got it.
A lot of things that are written in the Bible is coming to pass. All right, the Lord talked about the sign. Matter of fact, you get Matthew 24. Let's start there. Actually, you know, because the Lord, He gave us the signs, the warnings of what was going to come to pass before He returned. All right, and we're living in those days. Everything that's happening around the world was written in biblical prophecy, man. All right, let's go ahead.
Con. This is St. Matthew's chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahushai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushai said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not one be left here, one stone upon another. They shall all be thrown down.
And that was prophecy too, man, because ultimately the temple was destroyed, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying,
see, they came unto him privately, man, going to show you that the Lord wasn't telling everybody these mysteries, man. He wasn't breaking down the scriptures or the word, which He is the word. He wasn't giving it to everybody. All right, the word is only for the prophets of His Lord, the prophets of the Lord. All right, His servants. Not everybody's giving the mysteries of the Bible. Just because you have a Bible collecting dust at your house doesn't make you a person after the Most High's heart. Okay.
St. Matthew 13, verse 9. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came.
Like, real quick, that goes into understanding, man. You know, because you look at all these people that walk by, that have clicked on the videos and just went on with their lives. They don't understand. Because what? They don't have the ears to hear, man. They don't. The Lord hasn't given them the mysteries, you know, given them the gift of faith. Go ahead.
Okay. St. Matthew 13, verse 9. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Yeah. So the disciples asking him, why? Hey, every time, why are you speaking these parables? You know, flying over people's heads. Go ahead.
God, verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
That's right, it's given unto you, man. And He was talking to His disciples. All right, the Lord He's only dealing with His prophets, man, His disciples, man. He's not dealing with the churches. He's not dealing with Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, he's not dealing with these apologists. He's dealing with the prophets, man, the ones that come out here and proclaim His word in truth and sincerity. Because ultimately, this is not for everybody. All right? The scriptures are really for the prophets of the Lord, His servants. All right? To come and warn you, give them, in Ezekiel chapter 3, it says, give them warning from me. That's what the Lord sent His prophets out, man, to warn the people about the coming calamities, the death and destruction that's coming to America. Go ahead.
God, it says, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Yeah, the mysteries. Another word for you can put it for mystery, secrets, man. Because if it's a mystery unto you, it's a secret. And guess what? It's only given unto He was talking to His disciples. It said that they privately spoke with Him, man. After giving all these parables, He would privately break them down unto them. Because ultimately, this word again is only for the chosen elect. All right, not everybody's going to understand the scriptures, and not everybody's going to realize the times that we're living in.
I got a good one for you too. This is Proverbs chapter 24. So Proverbs chapter 25, verse 14. The secret of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is with them that fear Him.
That's right, man. Because what? The beginning of getting the knowledge is fearing the Lord. And who are the only ones that fear the Lord? The ones that are coming out here making their presenting themselves as a living sacrifice, man. You know, we changed our ways. We're serving the Lord. Those are the ones that fear the Lord. And then in turn, he's going to give them the secrets. Good.
Khan, Psalms 25 verse 14. The secret of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is with them that fear him. He will show them his covenant.
Yep. He's giving it unto us, man. He showed us. We understand. We understand who the new the new covenant, old covenant is for. All right. We understand what the Bible is for, man. And who is it for? Because contrary to popular belief, God don't love everybody.
That's right.
All right. God ain't who you ignorantly call God is not a lovey-dovey power, man. All right. And he's not coming back to hand out roses.
No,
he
sir.
ain't coming to give you a big hug. All right. The day of the Lord is a day of darkness, man. A day of great death, wrath.
Khan, St. Matthew's 24, verse 3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the end of the sign of thy coming?
See, why don't they talk about this in the churches? This is out of the Bible. The disciples asked him, what's going to be the end of the times? How are we going to know when the end is coming? Go ahead.
Lord, cartoon.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
And that's what you got going on out throughout the world, man. People being deceived. All right, you got people going to churches getting deceived. You got false pastors or false teachers even amongst Israel, man. The scripture tell you that the deceived and the deceiver are in the hands of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. But what? The Lord is giving them up to the deception, man. The whole world is under the deception, man. But what? The Lord has sent his prophets out right at the end of this kingdom, all right? And this is what the Lord is going to be talking about in this chapter, man. The Lord is giving you the signs of how you know the earth is about to be visited by the Most High, his Son. Go ahead.
Khan, St. Matthew's 24, verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach.
Yeah, so a lot of people are going to come saying that they've been anointed, man, by the Heavenly Father, man. But what? It's not so, man. They're deceivers. And it said many shall come in that, in that stead. Good.
Khan, it says, It shall deceive many, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Isn't there wars and rumors of wars right now? All right, you got Turkey in the midst of a war with Syria right now. You got war all over the earth, man. And guess what? America's going to be in World War III, which is happening right before your eyes. And the Lord said there's going to be wars and rumors of wars before he returns.
That's right.
All right? So a lot of you people are going to get drafted into the military, and you're going to die in the Middle East.
That's right.
All right? All you losers, you're going into the Middle East to get slaughtered out there. And that's biblical prophecy the Lord's talking about, man. He said that there was wars and rumors of wars. You're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. You can't tell us that there ain't wars right now, man. If you want to lie to yourself and believe that there ain't wars, then you're a bigger idiot. You're the biggest idiot out here, man. Just because you can just stroll down the street and eat McDonald's every day doesn't mean that war ain't happening around the earth. Go ahead.
Khan, St. Matthew's 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
Yeah, all these things must come to pass, man. This is the beginning. Well, it's going to say it. Go ahead.
Khan, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, the end is not yet, man. This is the beginning of your perils, man. Yep. This is the beginning of the end, as they say. This shit, it's going to be horrible out here, man. This is just the beginning. What you see happening in these other countries, all the pestilence, famine, uproars of the people, that's coming here to America. All right, because America is that great whore, Babylon. All right. And America, the Lord himself is saving the best for last. America is going to be the greatest destruction known to man.
That's right.
Coast to coast is going to be destroyed via thermonuclear missiles.
Con.
St. Matthew's 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
That's right. And you got nation against nation, race riots. All right. The Lord is stirring that spirit up, man. Kingdom against kingdoms. You got Turkey dropping bombs on Syria. You got America and Russia butting heads, and eventually it's going to turn to physical war, man. Now they just slapping sanctions on each other. Look what's going on with Iran. All right, and now they're talking about doing the same with Turkey, because because they're doing opposite of what America said. But look, now the people there, the Kurds as they call them,
right,
in Syria, they're talking about going to Russia for help because America just pulled out their troops or said they were going to pull them out.
America was helping the Kurds, you know.
Yeah.
You know, at one point, you know, for a short period, just on some lowly shit. You know, and then when that was over, you know, now Turkey got an issue with it. Yeah, and rightfully so. Okay.
Saint Matthew's 12 and 25. And Yahushua, knowing their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city.
Start over?
Saint Matthew's 12 and 25. And Yahushua, knowing their thoughts, and said unto them.
Yeah, believe it or not, the Lord was a mind reader. He can perceive your thoughts, man. The Lord could read your mind, man. What they call it, telepathy? Telepathy, man. The Lord could read people's minds, man. So even among his disciples, he would be reading their minds, man. Go ahead.
It says, in red, Yahushua said, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Yeah, and America's the biggest division in the earth, man. America's divided, man. You got the Democrats, the Republicans, the left wing, the right wing, all that nonsense. But they don't agree on nothing, man. Half the country want Donald Trump, half the country don't want him. And even Esau himself is divided, man. You got Americans and Russians.
Also the Edomite nation.
Yeah, exactly. You got the elites, man, bumping heads too.
Brexit's still popping off.
Brexit's popping off.
Yep.
You
got a couple of the EU nations.
Ireland. Yeah, Ireland.
Is it Scotland or?
Scotland.
Scotland. You're right.
Scotland, yep. Not only that, you got uprisings
Germany.
in Mexico. You got all these different things going on right now. Where you got these uprisings in these different nations right now, man.
Yeah, that's right, man. But what the person that's in the head of the earth, the person that's running the earth right now, they're divided, man. All right, you so-called white people, your true nationality is Esau, Edom. All right, and you're divided, man. You got some Edomites that like Trump, and then some Edomites that don't like Trump, man. This is gonna lead to civil war, man, civil unrest.
This shit
you see
all
what's going on all throughout the world. You got uproars of the people everywhere. All right, China, they starting to kill people on the streets, man. Venezuela, all right, and there's more, man. The list goes on. Go ahead.
Saint Matthew's 12 and 25. And Yahushua, knowing their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
And America's that great city, man. Go ahead.
If I can say this real quick, every kingdom divided against itself shall not fall. Shall fall. Look at the nation of Israel. That was the center of our fall. You know, and that's what kept us, you know, from
keeping us down.
Yeah, keeping us down.
Esau's tactic is divide and conquer, man.
Yeah.
If you divide the nation or the people, the city, then you could take them down. They get brought low, and this is the state of America right now. The division is heavy in America, man. It's only you simple ass people that don't want to realize what's going on, man. That's why America's going to be destroyed via thermonuclear missiles, man.
That's right.
And before that even happens, there's going to be race riots. There's going to be civil war. There's going to be people starving to death. Babies getting bashed in front of you. Organs all over the place. Dead bodies everywhere. That's what happens when a nation gets divided.
Yeah. And let's go real quick. I go to show you the prime example that the curses are already falling on Esau. They already taking hold to him. Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
Yep.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
And mainly beginning with Esau, man.
Yeah.
The curses are now it's not slowly coming on upon them. It's quickly coming upon them, man. You see, you just had this Edomite digging out the trash in front of us, man.
Walked out.
This place is finished, man. And then the military. All right, you're not supposed to have poor military men. Here it is. They're supposed to be fighting for your country, and you guys say, "Oh, they fighting for your country," but then they're the biggest homeless population, man. The vets.
And they also the number one so-called terrorist group right now with so-called post-traumatic stress syndrome. They keep talking about them, how we need to worry about the vets coming back. The vets coming back. How you sitting on the people who then aided y'all and getting all the shit y'all got, man?
Hey, that's one of the things the Lord hates the most, man. A man of war that suffer poverty, man.
Yeah.
And they're the biggest bums, man.
Or what's to say, a poor man that's proud or something like that.
Yeah. And that's them. These Edomite palms be proud as hell, man.
I served 32 years in the Marines. You can't tell me shit.
Yeah. And if I may say, you know, they look at the veterans as a threat, but like the brothers say, they the ones that fucking so-called
Fight for your freedom.
Yeah, fought for your freedom, so to say.
Yep. Now you'll walk by them, get a job, loser.
Hypocritical.
But wait a minute, this guy 20 years ago was fighting for your freedom.
Vietnam and some
Yeah,
shit.
Vietnam. He had the biggest hated military man in Vietnam, man.
Or Desert Storm or some shit.
Yeah. Bugged out. They just tell him to go to the VA. You gotta wait 13 hours to get checked in. Go ahead,
Khan, last precept. St. Matthew's 12:26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself.
That's right, man. That's what you got going on, man. Satan, the physical counterpart of Satan is the so-called white man. And look, they're casting each other out. They're fighting each other now, man. And like the brother just read, the curses are upon them because our people were doing the same thing, but now it's the devil's time, you know, to be divided, man. Cause what? Divide and conquer. The Lord is dividing them so he can overcome them, man. Not overcome them, but bring them down.
Ultimately spoil him. That's why in Job 18 it says the snare is laid for him. The ultimate snare is his blessing. That's why it says he is waiting for the sword.
Yeah, how I said, those that live by the sword
Shall die by the
sword.
sword.
Right. You know?
That's right.
And what's that? Revelation 13, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yep. Here's the patience of the
And look, this damn devil has done nothing but that, man. And now they're divided on this same issue, man. Because some of these devils, they'll boast in it, and then some of them will come up against them. Yeah, so they're divided in every aspect, man. So that's how we know the elites are divided, man. That's why their shit's not running smoothly, man. Here it is, they trying to establish their new their enterprise, but it's not working, man. It's not a well-oiled machine. It's an engine running with no oil, man. It's gonna be destroyed.
Gonna seize up.
Yep, seize up.
I got something for you, y'all.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50.
Deuteronomy 30:7.
Khan.
You know?
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. Verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction.
Yeah, sound of battle is in the land, man. All right? Because ultimately, America's going to be the worst place to be in when the shit hits the fan, man. Because this place literally from coast to coast, America's going to be destroyed.
That's right.
All right? And that's after all the perils that are going to come to this place.
Right.
All the calamities. All right? The plagues, man, that the Bible speaks of. Just like in Egypt. This is the modern day Egypt. Yep. And the Lord got a lot of plagues, and the final one being the nuclear missiles. Good.
Khan, that noisome pestilence.
Yep.
Jeremiah 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
That's right. The hammer of the whole earth is America, man. America goes around policing the earth, telling them what they can and can't do, slapping sanctions on them. They set up embassies, set up military bases in their countries. That power, man, of the earth is the Roman Empire rebirth. Go ahead.
Khan, how is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations?
Yeah, America's gonna be which is Babylon, code word for Babylon. It's gonna be a desolation, man. This place is gonna be utterly rooted out. Right, and the Lord is with it. The Lord said He's gonna do it, man. The things that are gonna destroy America, guess what? They're the weapons of His indignation.
Verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon.
And that snare is those missiles, man. Here it is. He gave him all that wisdom, all that knowledge to create these weapons, and it's gonna be the same thing to destroy him, man.
Because say pride is the beginning of sin. Because through his wisdom brought him forth great pride. Yeah, I'm gonna create this weapon that could do such mass devastation.
Weapons of mass destruction.
You know? So through his pride was the beginning of sin. That's what let his ass do. The Lord just go ahead and kept feeding him with it.
Feeding him.
It made him prideful, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, pride comes before a fall.
That's why they're the hammer of the whole earth, man. Because the main countries with the nuclear capabilities is Esau, Edom, America, Russia, and they're the ones that created it, man. The Manhattan Project, going back to the atomic bomb.
And also when like the NATO situation, right? If they got a situation where if you attack one NATO member, guess what's gonna come down on your ass, man?
Beehive.
The whole hammer of the earth. Gonna come down and smite your ass, man.
Beehive.
That's how they have it set up, man. You attack one of NATO members or one of Esau, basically, really dealing with Esau because he don't really care about Turkey and them and other nations like that. But you go roll on one of them European nations if you want to and see what will happen.
But honestly, Turkey is a lot of Edomites in Turkey. I mean,
A lot of the people that rule Turkey right now is a lot of Edomites.
Russia got a dead man switch, and they got
they do.
measurements. So if there's anything sense in the air, they're gonna shoot the missiles up also.
And that's all the missiles, all their missiles. Hey, but like the brother mentioned, NATO. Ultimately, NATO. All right, all the America's allies. All right, the beast, the beast. All right, because America's part of the beast, but it's that whore that rideth upon the beast. Ultimately, the beast is gonna come up against her, man. All these NATO allies, you know, and Trump is doing a perfect job doing, you know, leading that prophecy. He's dividing the beast, man. And like we're going into a kingdom divided cannot stand, man. And this is Esau's kingdom, and he's completely divided, man. Cause what you look at any Edomite outside of America, they fucking despise you, American Edomites, man. They hate you with a passion. Just like our people once hated each other with a passion, man.
Right.
I remember back in the war, you used to call Puerto Rican a Mexican, man. He ready to fight you, man. I ain't no fucking Mexican.
Still do though.
Yeah, now you call an Edomite an American. Hey, no, I'm not American, you know. But you know, it's the same, you know.
I'm Swedish.
Now that curse is on them.
Yeah.
The only ones that are coming in unity is the elect, you know.
Oh, there you go.
In harmony.
You got something?
Yeah, I just want to say something. I can't find the scripture, but like the thing the brother mentioned about you know, you NATO, they signed the, you know, the treaty. If you know, if any one of them is attacked, it was mainly for Russia, created for Russia. But if Britain gets in something with Iraq, and everybody else got to come to Britain's aid. If Britain send troops, then what? Other countries got to send troops that help aid them. But the scriptures speak about, and I'm speaking more America, the scriptures speak about dwelling with the angry man, right? You know, a man that's always ready to fight, a constant, you know what I mean? Like, because he's going to bring you trouble. And America is that country. Like, you done make this treaty with America, and they round always just brawlers. It's always starting stuff. That's like if one of us was a brawler. Right? Oh shit. You know? That's Satan.
Wasps.
Yeah. But you know, if one of us is a brawler, like damn, every time we go out, this brother always getting a fist fight. So we gotta fight. We gotta be behind his back. And what you like, damn, this brother always getting us in trouble because every time we go out somewhere, this dude ready to fight.
Kick out of clubs and bars and shit.
Because of him. So that's America is, and the scriptures speak about a man like that.
Yep.
You know, don't dwell with that.
Don't
man.
be around a brawler.
Don't be around a brawler. You know, it's pretty much so. The other nations, they fucked.
Yeah.
You know, America's finna bring them into this shit. And they like, oh, this motherfucker got us into a
start a fight you can't finish.
And ultimately, that's why they're gonna turn on him, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna fuck this guy, man.
Yeah, he's starting all this shit.
And Trump is doing it. He's doing that, man. Because he's talking about, look, America's only. We're putting in 80% of the money into NATO.
Yeah.
Everybody else. The first thing Trump said when he got elected, man, he was like, man, you NATO countries need to do more. You gotta have like 3% of your GDP towards this, you know, the military. So the Lord is using this devil to bring division amongst the beasts, man.
And it's not like he's doing anything wrong because
he's right.
He's right. Yeah. You know, it's just the fact of how it's going down, and that's gonna lead to the end of this whole Edomite thing.
Really, the Lord, what the scripture tell you that the Lord worketh on the king's mind.
Oh, Proverbs 21.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what the Lord is doing, man. Yep. He working through the minds of these elites and these puppets, all right, to bring the prophecies to fulfill, man. All right, and ultimately, if Trump gets reelected, man, you could kiss this place goodbye.
Oh yes,
real soon, man.
Hey, we wish we could go out and vote for him just so he can get back in office.
I'll cast 100 ballots for him.
Word, son, yo.
All right, because Trump's that guy to lead America into World War III. And we hope for it because it's biblical prophecy.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
I got
love what he's doing.
Yeah, we're for Trump.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep America great hat.
MAGA.
Not as Gaga.
Keep America.
Whatever they call it.
Because Trump is allowing these so-called white people to feel comfortable
Boost their
with
pride
that
up.
racism.
Yep.
You know, they're allowing
Embolden them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he first got elected, remember we was out here in the same spot.
Yeah.
Remember all the crackers was walking up and down. Wait, what were they saying? Go Trump, go Trump.
Yeah, now though, they're ashamed of it, man.
looking down at the ground.
You don't hear none of that no more, man.
That shit is over.
Yep.
Go ahead, Kwame.
They're going back into the division, man. America's divided. Here it is, the same people that voted for Trump, not all of them, because he still got a strong fan base.
Yep.
You know, he got some fans out there still, but a lot of them, it's like, damn, we should have never voted for this nigga, man.
Go ahead.
Kanye, I'm gonna read down. The point is 17. Revelations chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh.
That's right, man. So these are these nations, man. Because the 10 horns are referring to the EU, but the EU is part of NATO, man. So not only is these nations gonna hate the whore, man, but they're gonna come up against her. All right. Ultimately, they're gonna destroy her. Go ahead.
Con. It says, and shall make her desolate and naked.
Desolate and naked. What? These other nations are calling. You watch RT, man, in the morning. You got these other nations calling out America, man, making her naked, man, exposing her for the wickedness that she is.
Hey, your boy, what's his name? Rodrigo Duterte? What's his first name?
From Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Man, homeboy was talking about how the fuck America talking about how we deal with our drug dealers over here when y'all over here killing unarmed people over here.
Yep.
These people corrupting our country, but y'all over there just killing innocent so-called black people for no reason, man. Stay out of our business. Just like Duterte been telling that to the Americans since what, Obama and them, man.
Jake.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, and then I believe they tried to poison the daughter or something because she's sick right now, and he also sick right now because, you know.
Yeah, because he's not playing with
Right.
He's not playing ball with the elites, man.
Yeah, he's standing up against them.
Yeah, man, I remember he put out an order. He was like, man, we're gonna start killing niggas. Just, start killing
Drug dealers and all that.
Yeah, they're gonna die. They're gonna bring him, you know.
He doing that. He doing that. And that's what Trump and them mad about. It's like, oh, you killing drug dealers. It's like, how you telling me about killing my drug dealers? People who corrupted my country, who was probably y'all the ones bringing the drugs in with them. You know what I'm saying? It stopped the drug dealers on my streets. They turn themselves in because they fearing death. But y'all going out there killing unarmed people. Y'all still got drugs running rampant in your streets.
The biggest prison population on the planet is in America, man.
Yeah, nonviolent crime.
Millions and millions of people locked up for petty crimes, and they're mainly Jakes.
And they're doing more than 10 years.
Yeah, yeah. Here it is. Edomite cop could blow your brains out on your own couch, and she get 10 years. We got Jake behind bars for 25 years for some weed, man.
A couple rocks in his pocket.
Yeah, man.
Fuck out of here.
And that's why ultimately these, like we mentioned earlier, that these other Edomites, because those 10 nations, them horns, they're all Edomites, and they hate you Americans, man. Especially the French, man. The French have a great despise upon you, man.
Oh, yeah.
The British too, but the French, man, every time they talk about Americans, they'll spit on the floor.
Yeah, they hate Americans.
Stupid Americans.
You go visit America, they'll go visit French. They speak English over there. A lot of them speak English, but they won't even speak that shit, you know, for you. They won't help no Americans. Go ahead, Quan.
Revelations 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh.
Yeah, see, we always talk about. Well, finish that up. Yeah.
And burn her with fire, for Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
That's right, man. So the time for them to be joined together is coming to an end, man.
That's right.
Then now it's time for the will of the Heavenly Father to be executed, man.
That's right.
But we always talk about how Russia's gonna shoot missiles on America. Hey, America's allies are gonna shoot missiles, man. The EU and the NATO, they're gonna shoot missiles on America, just right along with China, Russia, Iran, India, Pakistan. They all gonna shoot missiles on America, man. Cause what? This place is a whore, man, and she's played the harlot with all these nations, man. Gotten them drunk off them wine, them philosophies.
Yep.
And this is talking about wars and rumors of wars, man. Yep. Oh yeah, Esau.
Host, free host.
How you doing, man?
Free host.
How's life treating you, man?
You got this little camera.
You got us too? You got free hugs? Oh, that's not him?
No, that's
That's another one.
Oh.
That's a Jehovah's Witness right there. What do you got?
What you got there for us? Put it up so I can see it in the camera.
Be proud of it, man.
Yeah, who's that?
Prince of Peace.
Break it down. Jesus Christ? All right now.
What does that Jesus tell you about the end of times? The end times. Go back to Matthew 24. Let's see what the real Messiah said about the end days.
This is
Now we're gonna tell you because you don't know. Go ahead, huh?
this is
break it
Saint
down.
Matthew's chapter 24.
And then he got a pedal away. Go ahead, though.
This is Saint Matthew's.
Wait, where are you? 6?
I was at 6 here. Okay, yeah, sorry. This is Saint Matthew's chapter 24, verse 6.
See, this is the thing. Where's he at? This guy right here, who he just had a photo of driving around, bicycling around with a photo. This guy don't tell you about the end, the destruction. He says, "Come as you are. I love everyone.
Homosexuals.
You know, yeah, just be a complete demon.
Pedophiles.
But the real Messiah, all right, he warned us about the end times, man. This guy ain't doing nothing for you, man, except letting you be a bigger demon, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cut.
Yeah.
St. Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yeah, why don't any church with this image is not going to tell you about wars and rumors of wars. They ain't never going to the book of Matthew 24. Never going to the book of Daniel, Revelation. All they want to do is teach smooth things, man.
This is why. Revelation 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
Let's see what the testimony of the Lord is, man. The Messiah, the one people ignorantly call Jesus.
Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right, man. So if you're not coming in the spirit of prophecy, if you're not speaking on prophetic things that are in the scripture, then you're not coming in the stead of the Messiah, man. You're not with him.
That's how we know when the scriptures say, if any man speak of another Jesus,
Yep.
that's him right there. Because the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So this is another Jesus right here, man. You know?
Yeah, this guy, he tries to keep you complacent, man.
Yeah.
The Lord tries to shake you up, man. The Lord, he left his word so we can, through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men. You go to these churches, they're not telling you about the fear of the Lord. They're telling you everything's going to be all right. You know, it promoting Satanism. You know, just having, on the way here, I was driving and I seen all these churches having Halloween parties and shit, man.
What the
Bunch of
fuck?
pumpkins. And that's not biblical, man. The Most High and the Son ain't with that. Maybe Jesus is. All right.
Yeah, Jesus
the
is.
so-called white man's philosophy. Yeah, he's with. You can celebrate Halloween, Easter, Hanukkah. Not Hanukkah, but what they call it?
Easter.
Christmas kind. Yeah, yeah. You can celebrate all that with worshiping the white Jesus or in the creamy heaven. You know,
Yeah, creamy.
the white creamy heaven. You can do whatever you want in that.
Milky.
Isn't don't Halloween go back to a so-called Hispanic so-called Day of the Dead, right? Yeah. Now the Lord, the scriptures say, I'm not the God of the dead, but the God of the living, man. So how you in church talking about you celebrating the Day of the Dead, man? You know what I mean?
It don't mix up. It don't.
We always just growing up here. We just celebrate this because hand, man.
Con.
You know?
2 Corinthians 11:4.
Yeah, this dude got a demon.
Yeah.
Pacing back and forth.
Let me read through real quick. It says, but I fear lest by any means, because this is going to go into people getting trapped up. But I fear lest by any means as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety.
The same serpent that beguiled Eve is the same serpent beguiling our people again, man. This devil.
Yeah.
All right? He came with them philosophies, man. You can do whatever you want. Celebrate whatever you want. Just be a complete demon, man. That's the spirit of the serpent, man.
Got it?
Hey, matter of fact, get that in Revelation, that old serpent.
Wasp.
Revelation right here.
That's his job.
It's like the first
Wasp
verse.
killer.
Got it?
Killing them motherfuckers.
Let this brother get something.
You got stung yet?
Revelations.
Should be like the first verse.
Holy fuck.
$12 and 9? No, this is it. Yeah, 20. Yeah, that's it. Revelations 20, verse 1.
Because we just said, read this again up, so real quick. Just that where it said serpent that beguiled Eve.
2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear lest by any means as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety.
Yep. So that serpent that beguiled Eve, let's see who it is, man.
Cut. Revelations 20 and 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
That old serpent. That serpent that beguiled Eve, man. Which is the dragon. All right. The ancient Roman Empire. Go ahead. And the beast revived, which is NATO and the EU, and America's part of that. Go ahead.
Cut. And he laid hold on that old dragon, on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
So that old serpent, which beguiled Eve, is the devil and Satan. And who is the Lord using on a physical counterpart to beat Satan and the devil, man? It's Esau Edom, man. That dragon. The ancient Roman Empire, which is back here today, man.
The deceiver and the adversary.
The deceiver and deceiver, adversary, accuser.
Yep, on our brethren. Yep.
That's Esau Edom. That's who that spirit is on Esau Edom. He wasn't a red man back then when he beguiled Eve, but that was that same spirit, man. That same evil, malicious, wicked spirit, man. Yep. Go back to that.
2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety.
And that's Esau's, man. If it doesn't say he's a cunning hunter,
He does.
yeah, he's a subtle, man. Go ahead, you want to say
No,
something?
go ahead. It says, so your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahushua.
Yeah, because what Esau throw all these this
Trying to make
doctrine,
it
good books. You got to go to college 8 years to know what you're talking about. But what the truth is simple, man.
Yep.
The simplicity of the Messiah is simple, man. This truth is simple,
Sincere
and the
simple.
simpleness of it is that we the Israelites, the so-called white man's the devil.
That's right.
What it say? The devil, Satan,
Yep.
that
The
old
old
serpent, the dragon. That's how simple it is. It's not rocket science.
Easy. Easy.
Very simple. We're gonna be saved. You're gonna be destroyed. Lord's will we those men.
That's right.
That's right.
America's gonna be destroyed. This is simple. It's not. You don't need to go to college 8 years to figure this out.
White man's the
Right? The
devil.
Lord has given us this knowledge, man, and it's simple. We didn't have to sit at home for 8 years writing equations to figure this out.
Nah. What's the meaning of life and shit? You know?
Get a degree.
Ecclesiastes 12:12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There's no end.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, you go to college, man. You got a book for every class. Then they renew that every year. Then so you got 8 classes going on at once. And you bugging out.
Yep.
You know, don't even know what the hell you learn
Learn all these different philosophies.
for nothing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Different wines.
Yeah, because that's what they teach you in these colleges, these universities. They're teaching you the image of the beast.
Yep.
Yep.
They're feeding you with it,
And
man.
they start with the Greeks.
Yeah, they started with the Greeks, yeah. And they started in pre-K, man. They just feed you all this nonsense, man.
Feed.
But what? The simpleness of the Lord is easy, man. All the things we learned in the world is ridiculous compared to the simpleness of this truth, man. Because what Yahushua HaMashiach, he is the word.
Con.
And everything you need to know is in these scriptures, man. Literally any topic you want to go to, we can get some precepts on it.
Women.
A reading book, Esau's one of his college books, ain't gonna tell you about how you should live life, how you handle this situation, how you handle that situation. But the Bible will. He got a whole law library, man. A whole library full of different laws. The laws of the Heavenly Father contained in one book, which we know is a collection of books. Well, you know, we're speaking on the Bible. You know?
Right.
We don't need a whole library full of books, and it's changing them every damn year, man. So it's nonsense, and that's what got people confused, man. People don't know what the hell is going on, man, because all Esau feeds them is nonsense, man. Instead of getting into the scriptures, the Holy Bible.
I have sex at 12.
Good for you. Go ahead, brother.
Wow. Bitch, if you knew the scriptures, that's in the
That's
scriptures.
lawful.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
that's-
lawful.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like-
But I bet you that's not the same man you with.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, and the further by these, all the demons is coming out.
Yeah.
It says,
It's that
and
time.
the further by these, my son, be admonished of making of many books. There is no end, and much study is weariness of the
Yeah,
flesh.
ain't no end of it, man. You
Yep.
gonna do, oh well, I gotta go get volume 2 now,
Yep.
and then you at the end of it, you still don't know what the hell to think, you know?
Then it's revised the next year.
Yeah. And then, we had
Yep.
to amend this here,
Yeah.
you know. And, the scientists found this out, so that information is no good no more.
It's outdated.
Yeah, the
You know?
scriptures don't change, man. The scriptures are saying, Yahweh Shemashai is the same
Same,
today,
yes,
yesterday, and
yesterday.
tomorrow, man.
Con.
You hit it right on the head, because you know that how when you study homosexuality was a
Mental illness, yeah.
illness. Now the LGBT community is saying, oh, that's outdated information. You know, you're born like that now. You know, so they once again, oh, that's outdated. So it changes.
When scientists, actual real legit scientists, just said a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago that nah, you're not born like that. They did another study on it, like nah, it's not. That's not the case. You're not born like that. That's
that won't be the authority though.
No, that's not the.
Yeah,
that's not what they push out.
Authority will be, oh, it's a gene.
Right.
Gay genes.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
It's
It's
the
a gay
DNA,
gene.
you know. The chromosome got
Science don't prove that. Nah, dog. Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah,
Good.
he's walked by the same trash can like 4 times.
Checking to see nobody, no new food.
2 Corinthians, finishing off on this, 2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted.
Hey, that's the same subtlety they're using today. Well, see, this is the authority because he has a degree. You don't know. You guys don't know. It's just like they were thinking about Yahushua. Yeah, how this man know these things, not knowing, letters. He didn't go to. He didn't get raised in the school. He was in there cutting him up at the age of 12, man. And then we didn't go to theologian school. Get a theologian degree. Some of us went to college, but that had nothing to do with the scriptures. So when we're the authorities of the scriptures, people be like, nah, that ain't it. But what? Through Esau's subtlety, he'll make you think he know what he's talking about when he don't know a damn thing, man. This is like a Joel Osteen, but the scriptures tell you that they'll listen to a rich man over the poor man, Everybody holds their breath when the rich man talking. But what, since we're the poor, and the scriptures tell you about the meek, the poor are going to inherit the earth in Matthew 5.
Who's this fellow?
Yeah, who is this nigga? Yeah, that's how they look at us, man. Because what? That subtlety of Esau has
blinded.
What did it say?
Absolutely.
Beguiled them, man.
Yep, there you go.
Beguiled them. They don't know what. That's why when they hear this truth and see these signs, they don't know what to think, man, because they've been beguiled. Make them blurt out outrageous things that had nothing to do with what we were talking about. Just being complete demons, man. You got something?
Yeah, real quick. There's Colossians chapter 2, and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna get spoiled, man. That's the biggest thing, man. If you get mind fucked, it's worse than that ass whooping, man. Because they can come back and get you now. They can continue to bamboozle you, man. Because through these philosophies, which is what? The image of the beast. That's why a lot of people are gonna get destroyed, because they worship the image, man. They're getting tired of it every day. Every time you go to school, every time you go to work, watch TV.
It's prepping, real quick if I may add, it's prepping you to accept the mark. That's why the scriptures say neither those that worship the image nor receive the mark. The image is pretty much prepping you to depend on the government, man. So ultimately you can receive the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, because your whole life you were prepped on, dependent on the government, man. You were dependent on it economically, spiritually, all right, and emotionally, man. So it's going to be a simple transaction when you simply place an RFID chip in you, man, because you was already prepped to worship the image of the beast. You got it.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the
tradition of men. Esau is all about his own traditions. Instead of going towards what the scriptures say, he comes up with his own ways. That's why he has law libraries. We'll say, even though the Bible's what they swear in on, well, we're gonna make laws contrary to it anyway, because the tradition of men, vain deceit, philosophies, man. Go ahead.
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Yahushua.
After the rudiments of the world, man. And who's the ruler of this world right now, man? It's Esau, Edom. Instead of going after what the Lord said, which is written right here in these scriptures, they're gonna go after what Esau, Edom tells them, man. Follow after these vain men, and that's how he's beguiling you, man. He's beguiling you by giving you everything contrary to what the Lord said. Because what you had, well, now, in the eyes of a carnal person, a demon, they're like, well, you know what? The way it's Esau, I can do whatever I want. I'll live a better life. But really, if you follow the law, statutes, commandments perfectly, you would be perfect. You wouldn't die. But what? People like to live and indulge in wickedness, man. Those carnal lusts. Pleasure the flesh.
Hey, real quick, I was gonna say under that, following after Esau, all right, and after these vain customs and stuff, man. Look what you got in the Amber Geiger case, man. That's a prime example of Jake following after Esau, man. I don't want her to go to jail at all. I want to forgive her, whatever, whatnot. How many hundreds of years have they been doing this to your people, man? They show no remorse. They still don't show no remorse for your people right now, man. Bring up the topic around these people with reparations, and they'll call you all kind of devils, saying that they don't owe you shit for how the oppression they did to your people, man. But you want to give them apologies and hug up on. That's our people falling after these philosophies under the so-called white man, man.
What's that main philosophy? They got
Cesare Borgia.
That's why they're willing to forgive a murderer, kill your brother cold-blooded. You want to hug her. This is just that main philosophy the brother talking about.
But what does America show you? How does America actually teach you what happened, right? Think back to 9/11, man. How come they didn't go out to these Arabs, these Arabs, and start hugging and kissing on them. Oh, I forgive you, brother. We all brothers. Let's forgive one another, man. Go talk to those people that's in 9/11 victims and stuff like that and ask them about forgiveness. How come they don't go forgive us?
Hey, no other nation will do what Jake is doing.
Man.
No other nation.
I mean, right now you got these so-called wars and trade wars with these other people that's going on. How come you don't go and forgive these Chinese people and stuff like that, man? Didn't they give you all the products that you got, man? But see, this is the famed philosophies that Esau's controlling us with the so-called white man, the damn devil. All right, that image over there. That's why people bugged out, man. You'll never see your enemy, man. And that's why the scriptures say, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You don't want to catch and death right along with your slave master, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, so your mind should be corrupted from, all right, from trying to get all technical, deep, flat earth and shit. You know, you trying to get too technical. You know, keep the shit simple. The elders always say that. Keep it simple.
Hey, the simplicity in how my shit, man. Talking about the billion years and the Big Bang and this and all that nonsense, evolution. Bunch of nonsense, man.
We'll figure that out in the kingdom. Lord hasn't revealed all that, you know, the elements and the plants.
That's not for us, right?
Yeah, he hasn't showed that to us yet.
How the trees grow.
Yeah.
What if photosynthesis? Hey, man, shit the hell up, Esau. Esau got an explanation for everything, man.
Yeah.
But it's all bullshit.
Because he's proud, he's carnal. If you don't have the answer, you want to make some shit up so that he knows.
It says, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahushua.
So you start overthinking shit. When you start overthinking shit, man, you're gonna go down the wrong road, man.
Right.
Damn, you know, man, that doesn't really look right, man. Try to make it more complicated than what it really is. 2 + 2 is 4. There ain't no need to get the square root of it and this and that and all, actually Y, Z, and all that. It's simple. Math, but the word math goes amok, meaning truth.
Okay.
It's as simple as 1, 2, 3, man.
Yeah.
It says, for if he that cometh preaching another Jesus.
And that's that other Jesus, man. Serapis Christos. Serapis Crispy, man. And that goes back to Horus and what's his name? Horus and
Tammuz.
Osiris.
Osiris, yes, it is. Yeah, kind of. But that goes back. It goes back to Tammuz, man.
Fuck that dumb shit.
Yep. Semiramis and Tammuz.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, they're just different. Same demon, different name, man.
Yep, there you go.
Different. They might paint them differently, show them differently, you know. But it's still that other Jesus, man, or that other Savior.
Yep.
Because these people ain't those demons ain't gonna save you, man. All right, Jesus Christ ain't gonna save you because he doesn't even exist. All right, Allah ain't gonna save you, or Buddha ain't gonna save you.
Horus.
All right,
Anubis.
And first of all, the Bible talks about saving His people. All right? Matthew chapter 1. That's the first book of the Gospels, as they like to say, man. The first book of the New Testament. You're gonna save His people, man. What the hell is Jesus Christ talking about, man? They don't say that in the churches, man. I mean, they got them on the wall and shit. You know, what you know? Where's that in the scriptures, man? You gotta have them on the wall hanging. You know, what the hell?
It ain't in there.
Go ahead.
So it says, for if he that cometh preach another Jesus, whom we have not preached, so another gospel, and you can even put another word. Because Yahweh the word. Yeah. You know?
Philosophy. Yeah, you come with anything else, man, that we ain't taught. What we teaching is out the Bible, man. If you come with your, I feel in this and nah, well then you come in with another Jesus, man.
Yeah, because the scriptures say to teach what you've been taught from your elders or whatever the case is. Yeah.
And they also teach that in Christianity everybody can be saved. You know, John 3:16. That's the new gospel to them, man. They come and preach a whole nother gospel. Jesus came for everybody.
It's not in the Bible.
That's another.
But that's the philosophies they pushing. You know, that's they talking about false anointeds coming. You know, false prophets, man.
Like we read in Matthew 24.
Yep.
Deceiving many, man. And that's how they deceive you, man. And the number one deception on the planet is that Christianity, man. That plantation Christianity.
So it says, anyone come preach another Jesus whom ye have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted.
Yeah, another gospel, man. Because what the good news is for the Israelites. But what you got Jake accepting another gospel, man. Talking about everybody can be saved. You know, let's all come together. That goes back to Nimrod, man. All that we're all the same, equal rights, and this all that nonsense, man, goes back to Babylon, man. ancient Babylon.
It's got a little twist to it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Look.
But the blueprint is the same. You know?
Yeah. So that's why they just changed the names.
Yeah.
As time goes on, they just change the name, man.
Yep.
Change it. Okay, let's fashion this idol onto the current era, you know?
Right. Exactly.
Yep. Instead of making a straight line to that next point, they might go up like this, and you know, it's just a different avenue to get there, but it's going to that same point.
Same
You got the
nonsense,
ancient Babylon.
And now the word phrase for it in Latin is novus order secula. You know, that's the new world order.
New order.
Yeah,
Come.
novus order seclorum. That's right.
Secular order.
And that's it. That's it on that. Yeah.
Go back. What you got?
I
Go
got
back,
Jeremiah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
If you got something, go ahead and bring it up.
No.
Yeah,
Or something to say.
bring it up.
Yeah. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
What sound doctrine is this truth? What we teach, man. 100% truth, man. Not with filibuster, man. All right. If you got a question, we're gonna answer it according to the scriptures. Sound doctrine, man. Go ahead.
But after their own lust, they shall heap to themselves teachers.
After their own lust, whatever makes them feel good,
Yeah.
man. And these other doctrines, to save you this, save that, that makes them feel good, man. Because then that allows them to continue in wickedness and believe, you know, God knows my heart. I have a good relationship with Jesus.
They have followers now.
Yeah, but then throughout the whole week, you're just being a demon. Because what, you're after your own lust, man. You want to feel good. You don't care about what the Lord said. And what the Lord said is written in the scriptures, man.
Continuing, having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables.
They're gonna turn from the truth, man. Cause what this is according to this world's mentality. This is not satisfying to you, man. Oh, I can't eat pork. I can't fuck my neighbor's wife. I can't do this. I can't do that.
Can't smoke weed.
Yeah,
Right.
that's not satisfying to these people, man. So they'd rather listen to nonsense and just be an all-out demon than to actually serve the true power, man. Which we understand the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites anyway. But what, they want to go after the ways of the heathen, man.
Speak up.
This is
They want to go after the ways of this devil.
this is
Speak up.
yeah, this is Revelations chapter 22, verse 11. Alright, I'm gonna start verse 6.
Speak up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start verse 9. Revelations 22, verse 9. Then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book, worship Yahweh.
Yes, hey, the angels are our brethren, man. Go ahead.
Verse 10, and he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand.
Yeah, the time's at hand, man. Now it's time that Yahweh Shai unloose the seals of the scriptures, man. Now it's time to proclaim the word of the Lord, man.
That's right. Okay. Verse 11.
Now it's time to proclaim the end. All right, the Lord wrote it. He wrote all the scriptures. You know, he gave the scriptures unto men to write down of how the end would come. All right, how to get correct before the Lord returns. It's all written within these scriptures, man.
The fuck
From
was that?
Genesis to Revelation. Yeah. This is
City confusion, man.
confusion. Yeah.
The fuck was that?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all missed that.
You don't
Man.
even know what's going on. Hey, on the way here, we was like, this a crane next to the squirrel and just in an abandoned.
Yeah, come,
it's just
yeah.
a bunch of nonsense out here, man.
What the fuck was that, dog? Y'all missed that.
This the point. Revelations 22, verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and which he is filthy, let him be filthy still.
That's why we don't try to plead with you people like that, man. We don't try to. We sit there for hours trying to get you to understand it. Hey, if you want to be filthy, go be filthy, man. You're gonna receive a nuclear missile if you even make it that far.
That's right.
You want to be unjust, then continue to be unjust. We ain't got a problem with it. We just know that you're fulfilling scriptures, man. You know, we're not gonna, like the apostle said, if a nigga can't get it, we're moving on, man.
Moving on.
If you don't want to take heed to the words of the Lord, but you claim to love God, you know, whatever, man. Go do your thing then.
Do your God
We
stuff.
told you not to do it. You're gonna do it anyway. So what's the point of us bending over backwards, man? The only ones we bending over backwards for is the elect, man.
That's right.
So the hell with these people, man. You know, They're gonna be unjust anyway. It ain't the Lord. If the Lord didn't choose you, you ain't gonna change, man. If the Lord didn't choose you, you're not gonna believe in this doctrine, man. The sound doctrine. You're gonna believe in this nonsense, man, that the world preaches, man. The doctrines of men.
Yep.
But what, the elect, they're gonna come up out of this wickedness in hopes of salvation. Go ahead.
God, it says, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still.
Yep.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me.
Yeah, the scriptures say, behold, I come quickly, man. The Lord is coming quick, man, like a thief in the night.
That's right.
When the Lord returns, man, it's gonna be too late to try to repent.
Shit.
All right. But what? At the same time, when he's bringing that destruction, death and destruction, he's gonna bring the reward unto the elect.
That's right.
Right? Like Romans 8 says, if we suffer with him, we shall also be glorified with him, man. We're gonna be rewarded with him. We're joint heirs with him. So the Lord's coming with death and destruction. Well, hey, he's coming for the reward for the wicked.
That's right.
And the reward for the righteous.
There you go.
Right.
Say it like that.
Yep. And that's the point.
Everybody's gonna get a reward, man. It just matters what side of you on the right hand or the left hand side, man.
There you go.
Because the scripture say he's going to separate the wheat from the tares, you know.
The sheep from the
The
goats.
sheep from the goats. So how about some outside? Ultimately, it's going to come and bring that destruction, and he's going to bring salvation. All right. So, verse 12 it says, Revelations 22:12, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
Yeah. So according to your works,
That's right.
all the things you have sown on this earth, you're gonna be rewarded for it, man. If you
Right.
I think you're right. I think
Righteous and wicked, man.
destruction is coming, we can read it in the Bible. Hey, go back to Matthew 24.
Cut.
You left in the middle of it. We try to help you out, man. But
Hey, come get this word. We appreciate it.
go ahead.
St. Matthew 24, verse 7.
Yep.
Slot, verse 8. All these are the...
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cut. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Let's go
Yeah,
back
go,
to 6.
yeah, go up,
Cut,
go up.
cut, slot.
We're asking them at the end of the times when they asked them. Yeah.
Cut, slot. St. Matthew 24, verse 6.
It's 4, I think.
Fucking...
Yeah, where they asked the disciples
Seconds,
asked them. What's that?
Cut. St. Matthew 24, verse 3.
3, okay.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, that shit threw me off. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him
Listen
privately.
to the word. Listen to the word.
We're reading the Bible. We're reading the Bible.
You agreed. You said you agreed that the destruction's coming. Well, we're gonna read it out the Bible, out of the word, out of the mouth of the Messiah.
Oh, boy.
We're not even dealing with that, man. If you're still believing that, you're stuck in 1982. Go ahead,
It says, tell us, when shall these things be?
Hold on. You telling me that guy's bringing destruction?
Oh, look at
That
his
guy
face.
right there is bringing.
now you don't have to listen, but if you listen for just a minute and take a look, you'll see what I'm saying. Come on.
Read the scripture and let's look at his face.
Yeah.
Read the scripture and we'll look at his face.
Go ahead,
You know what the shroud
It
of
says-
Turin
Nah,
is?
that dude's an imposter, man.
Yeah, we're gonna read the scripture and I want you to look at his face while we read the scripture and think if it's the same guy.
Listen to this.
Go ahead. No, listen. It's the same.
says-
It's Jesus.
When shall these things be? And what shall
The
be?
disciples are asking him, when shall these things be? The end of the world, right? You said about destruction. That guy doesn't teach destruction. That guy teaches love, everybody, all of this
Prosperity.
lovey-dovey, yeah, prosperity. Everything's gonna be all right, come as you are. That's not what the Lord talked about. Go ahead.
God, it says, what shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world?
The end of the world.
End of the world, man.
Go ahead.
It says, for many shall come in my name,
Many shall come in my name. Go ahead.
saying, I am Christ.
See, they got paintings of an imposter going back to the Renaissance era, saying that they're the Messiah. The Lord warned us about that, man. And then guess what? Guess what? Let me tell you something. That image was forced down our people's throat at the time of Christopher Columbus. You know about him?
Right.
You know about the 1492 and the atrocities he did to the Latinos and the Native Americans? That's the same image they came with. That's the same BS they came with. So we not we know your game, man. Go ahead.
Cut. Verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yeah, your Jesus ain't telling you about wars and rumors of wars.
It says, seed that
Hey,
he
we just read it. He that come teaching another Jesus, man.
Jesus.
He got the mugshot and all, man. To go with it.
That's what it is.
The biggest criminal on the planet, man.
Identity theft. Identity theft.
Identity.
He laughing. He know that's bullshit. He saw know that's bullshit.
Fuck out of here,
Hey,
son.
25 cents at the library to print that shit out, man.
Get the fuck
That
out of
shit
here,
don't work
dog.
no more, bro.
That shit don't work,
That's
dog.
the thing. That's how they used to conquer the minds. That's how they still somewhat conquer the minds of our people with just that image, man.
That's like that old dude from Family Guy.
Oh. Hey, son.
See, we're not falling for that because, like we were going to earlier, man. He don't. That false religion, that false idolatrous philosophies, they don't tell you about the end times, man. Oh, hey, my Jesus
That's that
is.
cheap wine. Now we
Yeah,
got a
cheap.
headache. We got up. We threw that shit up. Like,
Sutter home.
Hey, man, what was the chief god here in America from the beginning, right? It was that white image of Jesus, right? That's
Just
straight
right here.
confusion. Why do you think this place is the land of confusion, man? Right? You worshiping a confused ass image, telling you all kind of perverse things. Oh yeah,
Not in
I
the Bible.
came. You can eat pork. You can go. Hey, they married homosexuals in the church under this guy, man. Like how the hell? That's straight confusion. That's why again, man. This is the main God over here, man, and this is how Esau conquered our people, man, by throwing us into confusion with this here image, man. All right, confusing us with this. Oh, Jesus loved everybody, love everybody. We're the only people who needed love, man. It wasn't these Edomites; they was already on top, man.
Con.
All right.
Hey, Con, hey, I got a real quick. One of the ships that Jake came over here.
Yeah, the sweet G.
Bring it out.
Good ship Jesus. Yeah, it's called. It says what has come to be referred to as quote the good ship Jesus was in fact the Jesus of Lubeck, a 700-ton ship purchased by King Henry the Eighth from the Hanseatic League, a merchant alliance between the cities of Hamburg and Lubeck in Germany. So they traded our forefathers off, man. And one of the ships, also in Sir John Hawkins, one of his ships was Sweet Jesus, man. All right, that was our people on those ships.
Who financed the ship making? All right, the Amalekites, so-called Jewish people, man.
There you go.
All right.
Built them. Who's built them? The damn Ishmaelites. You see that?
That was in 1555 too, man. That when I just brought out, was in 1500.
That's recent. That's not that long ago, brothers. Yeah, that's that's generations ago. That's a few generations ago.
St. Matthew's 24, verse 8. And it's a lot, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Wait, can I say this real quick? The book of Jeremiah 28, and it says, the prophets before me of old have prophesied against war, even pestilence. That's the same thing we're reading about what the Lord said. When they asked the Lord what shall be the end of the world, he didn't say, he didn't say, well, you know, you're going to see me coming down, handing out gifts to everybody that smokes.
Nah, it's not in there.
No, he told you of the destruction and the hell and the earthquakes and pestilence that was going to come. The same thing we doing, man.
Yeah, because you're talking about a lot of that. Some of that was about 70 AD, and then some of that was about now.
That's right.
Hey, if you read down far enough, it tells you, it says these are all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of Yahushua coming back. Just like the prophets before me and the prophets of old, you know, prophesying against these great kingdoms, the downfall, destruction, and all these. All right, but that's where you're getting into.
Yeah, because what?
Beginning of sorrows.
Because Scripture say, vengeance is my heart, man. And the Lord is meditating terror. The hour of the vengeance, it says the year of his redeem is come, man. All right? In Luke, it says, I come to set fire on the earth, man. So what will I if it will already be kindled?
Right.
So that fire, that hell, that condition of everybody's in lament and torment is going to be established before the great presence of the brightness of Yahushua come, man.
Yeah, when Yahushua comes back, it's already going to be a bunch of destruction out here.
Because that's going to be the finale, man.
That's right.
The movie, you know, that he going to come and end it. All the nonsense, man.
Go ahead. Real quick, this is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 4. It says, for the day of vengeance, I'll just read verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. Right? So that's what's on the Lord's heart. That's what's in his mind, man. The day of vengeance, the day he can come back and recompense you goddamn heathen. All right, 2/3 of our nation, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, for your wickedness, man.
And when you read up on that one, that's talking about who? The nation of Edom.
Right. That's how I started out. Who is this that come from Edom?
Con.
You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, look, the Lord is coming back to bring vengeance on the whole earth, man.
That's right.
All right, because remember, it was 2/3 of our people who was saying, let his blood be on us and our children, man.
Joel chapter 3 tells you that.
Yeah. Hey.
Came to plead with all nations.
Yeah. The Lord coming back to, man, the Lord is coming back with a sword, man. All right, set this bitch on fire, man. He about to turn this thing all the way up, man.
Hey, bro.
And Miami always talks about it when it says plead with all nations. It's talking about a judge. Yeah.
Read, go ahead.
God, this is St. Matthew 24, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yeah, that's pretty
These
much
are the
it.
beginning of sorrows, man. So things are gonna get increasingly worse, man. Go ahead, get that now.
Con, this is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Yep, the perilous times are coming, man. The last days. And what? This is just the beginning. The wars, rumors of wars, people being deceived. Man, the second Ezra 8:50 tells you that many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell in the latter days, man. These are the last times, man. The last days of wickedness reigning supreme on the earth, man. And guess what? The finishing out of it is perilous times, misery, okay? Great destruction. The brother said, what you say? Tribulation.
Yep.
Right, the day of Jacob's trouble, man. A time like no other. That's what the end of this world, as you know, is going to be, man. It's death and sorrow, many great miseries, perilous times. Right?
Con, for men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Yeah, this is why it's coming, because people are lovers of themselves, man. They're all selfish. All right. Chasing after their own lust. And what? Well, get that now. Go get that. Verse 12.
Oh, Con, this is St. Matthew's chapter 24, verse 12. And it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, the love of many shall wax cold. But because what? They're lovers of themselves, man.
That's right.
They're all about what the best thing for them. They don't care about other people deep down inside, man.
Yeah, hey, if I may add, America is just a house of phony, phony people, man. Yeah. You people just put on fake smiles and hold hands and laugh, and you really hate each other, man. And that's and your true intentions of your heart is gonna be exposed in the time we're coming into, man. All right, because the Lord said the love of many shall wax cold. All right, we're going into the divide of the kingdom, man. You people really hate each other, man. So the Lord gonna give you over to your own heart, man, to destroy each other, man. And that's gonna be what a beautiful sight to behold the reward of the wicked, man.
That's right.
The scripture tell you for the lack of bread, man.
I was just finna grab that.
You got it?
Well, go ahead with that.
It says, know this, 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud.
And take a look around, man. That's the description of America, man. Lovers of themselves, boasters, proud.
You can look at it, the social media.
Yeah,
The
that's what that's all about, yeah.
Selfie culture, man.
Vainglory, man.
selfie culture.
Promoting yourself, man. Look what I ate for lunch today. Nobody cares, man.
Really?
Posting every meal.
Yeah,
and shit.
you got a little medal posting it going crazy. And you see, the scripture tell you pride cometh before destruction. Proud to be an American. Pride this, pride that, man. Pride parades.
Gross.
And it ain't on no edification to give people health tips and shit.
Yeah.
It's just, it could be a fucking cheeseburger with french fries.
Yeah.
And
To boast about
yeah,
it.
just look, bread or be a whole lobster dinner. They want to boast like, oh yeah, I ate at a 5-star lobster restaurant or some shit.
And then say covetousness because people coveting what they can't get.
Yeah.
You taking pictures of Lambos and this, whatever the hell you're doing, and people coveting it while you're boasting in it, man.
Covetousness, boasters, proud, blasphemers.
Blasphemers, man. All these people out here are blasphemers, man. And that's the only thing you ain't gonna be forgiven for. The only thing you can't be forgiven for. That's right. 2/3 of our people, that's why they're gonna die, man.
That's right.
Con.
Right?
Blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful.
Unthankful, man. That's the number one thing here in America. Just a bunch of ungrateful bastards in America, man. Just ungrateful as hell, man. Never, last thing on their mind is the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
Unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers,
Damn.
incontinent.
You got nothing but liars here in America, man. You got people that lie just to see you locked up, man. Esau's the father of that, though, man. Go ahead.
Fierce, despisers of those that are good.
Yeah, that's why they hate us, man.
yeah.
Because what? They hated the Lord. He said, know that they have hated me. If they have hated me, they're gonna hate you. They hate the good, man. They see us out here and hate us. And all we're doing is reading the Bibles. All we're doing is reading the Bible and telling you what the truth, and you hate us for it. the Lord's gonna kill you for it.
It says, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God.
Like, hey, we said that earlier, man, that people would rather serve themselves, you know, going into their bullshit. That's why they love these philosophies of the world, these doctrines, because what? They can pleasure themselves, man. They're lovers of pleasure more than the Heavenly Father, man. That's why you got our niggas, Negroes, Latinos, Natives Americans that don't want to stop eating pork because it tastes good. But if you love the Most High, you would stop eating it, man. They don't want to stop eating shrimp. Don't want to stop smoking weed, being adulterous, right? Being complete demons, man. Because what? It makes them feel good. Because they get to live it up, do what they feel is right.
Feels good, do it.
Yeah.
I'll read this last one. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof,
That's
from such turn away.
That's them people in the churches, man. Having a form of godliness with it. What it say? They're far from the Lord. Because they claim to, like the Lord said, with their mouth they draw nigh unto me, but their heart is far from me.
Yeah.
Having a 2 Timothy 3:5, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
That's right. They deny the power, man, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Hey, real quick, if I can say, right now, that's the thing that's going on here in America, man. Everybody tell you what, I'm not religious, I'm just spiritual, man. You got a plethora of people walking around talking about how spiritual they are, right?
Yep.
But these people so goddamn blind, they don't realize they're entertaining these damn demons, man. Yep. And it's really like there's a scripture that say, you know, their countenance does show forth, their way of being. Like you see these homosexuals walking around, you can tell just by their countenance, but these people that's out here worshiping and serving in like witchcraft and stuff like that, you can see it on their spirits, man. Mm-hmm. These people who worship their own self, lovers of men, you see that. Hey, that's why you see people walking around like this with their goddamn cell phones and taking pictures on themselves, man.
Selfie sticks.
Yeah, selfie sticks. But then the new thing is like, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I'm just spiritual people looking for the good vibes. Like y'all don't realize that these demons out here on the high level, y'all just worshiping and entertaining these demons,
Well,
man.
witches are spiritual.
Yeah.
Spiritual on the left hand side.
One thing real quick, it said lovers of themselves, the more the lovers of the Most High. On the calendar of Satanism, your birthday is the highest holy holiday.
Yeah, birthday, because that's self-worship.
Self-worship.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you go all out on your birthday. What people do, it's my birthday. People giving you presents. I'm 21. Woo! All that nonsense, dedicated to you, man. Yeah, the whole day is about you. But that's just the day you were born. Which really, if you look at it through calendar-wise, it's not even the day you were born, really. Because the calendar's all fucked up. But
You get that if you get that Ecclesiastes 7:1 and 2, it says,
Day of death is better than not that bad.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay.
Yeah, day of death is better.
What did
yeah.
I think Job or Curse
Curse me the day I was born. Yeah.
Job 3.
Yeah, Job 3.
So I don't know. Birthdays ain't in the scriptures, man.
Nah, son.
Our family be asking why you don't celebrate your birthday.
Only the
just
Pharaoh.
another day.
Yeah, because he.
Herod, I think.
Yeah, because you brought it up in a video a long time ago. Yeah.
The only people that celebrated birthdays was 2 heathens.
Heathens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as far as telling you to celebrate that shit, yeah. Like,
Still out here. Yeah, on the bike. Yeah, so you remember? Yeah.
I thought that bitch went back to work.
but the scripture don't tell you to celebrate it, man. That's the custom of the heathens, man.
Yeah.
My brother said.
We ain't do that
Only
shit.
2 people celebrate that shit, man.
Heathens.
That's nobody cares it's your birthday, man. Whatever.
Fuck
Like we
that.
always bring out, we do keep track of our age.
Yeah.
Because it's in
Records,
the scriptures.
yeah.
Records, but.
Yeah, we don't celebrate it.
What's to celebrate about? You might die that day.
It sucks. Get me out of here.
Especially we not in these times. We not even in the fucking kingdom.
Yeah.
We,
There ain't nothing to be celebrating about.
nothing to be celebrating.
Another
about
year
right
in
now.
hell.
Yeah.
Good job.
The scriptures say, like you said, better to be dead. But Paul said, I would much rather be with Yahweh Shai. You know, you much rather be in the heavens, but it's needful that I be here with you.
He said he would have. I think Job said he would have. It would have been better if he was a stillborn, man.
Yeah, don't come out, out of his mom's knees, between his mom's knees, just come out dead.
First be the day I perceived out of my mother's womb.
Yeah,
Look, this is the things going on in this at the ends, man. This is a sign that the perilous times are at hand, man, and they have already begun. Really, the heart's waxing cold, man. The love of many waxing cold. Good.
I just want to know where he was at.
St. Matthew's.
12.
Yeah, it's 12 right now.
Wax cold.
Yeah, wax.
Oh, okay.
Many wax.
I ain't gonna say.
Okay, well, go ahead and
All right.
go back to that.
St. Matthew's 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, iniquity, man, wickedness, man. Ill doings is gonna abound, man. Atrocities is gonna continue to go up, man. And you're really gonna see when there's a food shortage, all right?
Yes.
When there's martial law, you're gonna see the iniquity and the wickedness of these people, man.
Love of many shall wax cold.
Wait till these people ain't had a square meal in 2 days, man.
For the lack of
They're
bread.
gonna lose their shit, man. And be at each other's throats, man. The scripture tell you, they of your own household shall be your foes, man.
Lack of bread?
That's in second Ezra.
15.
15? All right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
16.
that's what's coming, man. Great slaughter. All right, and then if you can't get food, you're just gonna die of starvation, which is even worse than getting put down like a rabid dog.
Like
Got it?
verse
Yeah, I ain't
16
got
or
it.
something?
Yeah, I ain't got it. But this one right here, 2 Ezra 15 and 13. They that till the ground shall mourn. Kinda. You wanna get that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. For their seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell and with a fearful constellation. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right, so the scriptures say, woe is death and destruction to the world and them that dwell in. Why? Because the earth, in 2 Ezra 9, it says, this place is, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So the earth is full of wickedness, and the scripture said, wickedness is sown up. All right, so the Lord has a perfect time, an hour, a day, that's set for to take all you wicked people out, man. There's gonna be a beautiful judgment. That's why the scripture say, woe to you that have lost your patience, man. You know, patience in what? Waiting for the word of the Lord to be fulfilled. You know, the Lord dealing with us, he know we vexed, but it's gonna come a certain time where the Lord is actually gonna display that judgment of the minds of you people on each other, man. And we just gonna sit back and watch 1,000 on our right hand, 10,000 on our left. You know, by the will of Yahweh Shemi Shai, by you people putting each other to death for the lack of bread, man. While we eating, according to Psalms in Isaiah 65, man. You know?
I got something quick, real quick, because you spoke about the wickedness of the people.
Yep.
It's Isaiah 3, just to go in the middle of that. Isaiah 3 and 8, it says, "For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord."
That's why our people have fallen, man, because their doings are against the will of the Lord, man. They're contrary to the scriptures, man. That's why people had to go through what they did. But what? Now it's coming to an end, man. But it's gonna be the worst time though for our people, man. It's called the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay?
It says, "To provoke the eyes of his glory. They show of their countenance doth witness against them. And they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not."
Yeah. Our people are the biggest demons on the earth, man. They take wickedness to another level, man. They surpass the wicked with their deeds, man. Their wicked deeds have surpassed the level of what Esau has done. And Esau is a complete devil, man. But our people, they're the face of wickedness right now, man. Because what Esau makes it so, but what our people, it's true, man. But what now that's starting to change, going on to Esau. Now they got killing each other, and like our people.
Curses, yeah.
But what? Our people are just super wicked, man. Idolatry. That's the main thing. Committing homosexual acts, promoting whoredom. Cause like that new movie came out about the strippers, or I don't know if it's strippers. Hustle. They're all Jakes, man. They're all Israelite women.
Oh, okay.
They don't have Edomite bitch in there. When you go on World Star Hip Hop, who you see on there, man? Jakes,
that
man.
one, yeah.
Bunch of savages. Yeah. And you know what? When you go to World Star Hip Hop, you don't go there to watch positive shit. Uplifting people, uplifting our people. It just shows the bestiality of them, man, the bruteness of them.
Brute beasts. Yep.
Right.
It says, "Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves."
Yeah, they've rewarded themselves. They purchased that reward themselves, man, through their wickedness. And now they're gonna get the reward of the wicked. Just because Esau, his reward, which is the wicked, is those nuclear missiles, man, and the destruction. It's what 2/3 of our people are gonna receive that same reward, man.
The scripture say, "Not willing that any should perish, but all come back to repentance." So you want to be evil, you're gonna get the reward of the wicked. Judgment is ultimately supposed to be for Esau. All Israel is literally supposed to return back and worship the Lord.
Judgments for the wicked.
Yeah, the judgment for the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. But since you want to be wicked, you're gonna receive the same judgment as Esau.
Hand throwing your hand.
Clarify
Hand throwing your
that,
hand.
because the brother said that the Lord would have the all will come to repentance. You can go to Hebrews where it says there's no place of repentance for Esau, just so nobody get all cute with this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's only talking about Israel, all right? Not the whole world.
Exactly, all Israel. The water. Because people will try to get technical.
Yeah, because I mean, there ain't no contradictions in the scriptures. Hebrews tell you.
Not one that any should perish, but all come back to repentance. All Israel.
That's right.
That is
the law is only given to them.
Exactly. Romans 9 is only given to the Israelites.
Makes it clear.
The judgment was for Esau, Edom, but Jake want to be wicked, so you're going to get it.
Hand join your hand.
Hands on the hand. Wicked. That's right.
It says, say ye to the righteous that it shall be with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings.
Hey, you reap the fruit, man. You're gonna reap what you sown, man. The fruits of your labor, which is in this case is nothing but wickedness, man. So you're gonna receive the fruit of that, man. Just like if you plant an apple tree, you expect apples. Well, all you did was do nothing but wickedness, so you're gonna receive the fruit of that, man. Which is death and destruction.
That's right.
We also say that in the book of Job. That what she labored for, he gonna basically throw that up. That's gonna be the restitution. Everything he wound up doing, putting everybody in slavery, taking all the resources from everybody else, he gonna vomit all that back up, man. You can read that in Isaiah 60, how doors gonna be open continually, that the heathen gonna bring their stuff unto us, man.
Last verse, it says, woe unto the wicked, Isaiah 3:11. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him.
Woo. Now the scriptures say, woe unto the wicked, man. And these people openly promote wickedness, man. They know they wicked, man. Everything contrary to the Heavenly Father and the Son is wicked, man. And the scriptures say, woe unto you wicked, man. All right? And mainly our people, man, because we can give two shits about you heathens. All right? You heathens, you're going to get your judgment regardless, man.
That's right.
All right? The Lord talks about bringing salvation for his people, man. And they say, woe unto the wicked. And then these people want to do nothing but commit wickedness, man. Woe unto you, man. Meaning death and destruction unto you, man.
Hey, and Jesus is not God.
Yeah,
right.
That's two separate entities.
Yeah, Jesus is not even a real word, really.
Right.
And if you want to be technical, the Greek word is Iesus. It's not Jesus. The letter J wasn't invented until the late 1600s.
And with that,
Yeah, died for whose sins? What scripture is that? Exactly. Go ahead. Well,
I'm just tired
hey, come defend the gospel if you believe in your sweet Jesus.
Yeah, walk up the
people
block.
saying that the Most High and Jesus is the same.
It's not the truth. Why
Holy
the
Trinity.
Why y'all say that for, man? That's not even true.
It says, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him.
Yep. Or your hands shall be given to you, man. That's right. You lived a life of wickedness, well, now you're going to get a wicked death, man.
Yeah.
And that includes all people, man, that come up against us, man.
Read what you sow.
2/3 heathens. It don't matter.
It's all heathens.
All you gonna get judgment, man. Because all you people are wicked, man. If you're going contrary to what the Lord said, you're wicked.
Straight.
No if and buts about it, man. And then you can't just say be a wicked demon your whole life and then just say, oh well, he died for our sins. No, man, that's not how it works. What's wrong with you people?
With a smooth ass face.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
outta here.
Yeah. What you got, brother?
Oh, no, hey, bring it up.
Oh, kind, you got that here.
This is Second Ezra chapter.
And this is gonna be some of that woe, man. That destruction that's coming on the
I'm
wicked.
gonna read from 14 to 19. This is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse starting at 14.
Yep.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Yeah, the people that indulge in this world, man. The people that are part of this society, man. That want to continue to be part of this place, man. So it's woe unto them, man. The wicked. Because that's the people that are part of this world. We came up out of the world. Matter of fact, we're not of this world, man. You people are of this world. 2/3, you heathens. And the scriptures say woe unto you, man.
And the scriptures also tell us to come out of her, my people. You know, Revelation.
You're not partakers of our sin.
Verse 15, 2 Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And what? Go ahead.
Yeah, the sword and destruction draweth nigh, man. What do you use the sword for, man? You use the sword to kill people, man. And the sword and destruction draweth nigh, man. Unto who? The world, man. The scripture said, woe unto the world, and them that dwell therein. That's what the Lord is bringing, the sword and destruction.
Hey, you got martial law on the cuffs right now, but you got a lot of shit popping off right now.
A lot
man.
happening right now.
There's a lot happening. You got uprisings in a lot of Jacob's countries right now between like what Mexico, Ecuador, Haiti,
All them South American
all
countries.
over the place, man.
Colombia.
And they just basically wrote in the law to where the Marines can actively come on American soil, man. All right, that's something that's not present in America, man. You're not supposed to see military equipment on American soil like that, man. All right, but what do you think they're preparing for, man? They're preparing for what? This election? Because you had a stalemate with Donald Trump, man. If he get elected again, shit's going to hell if he get elected again, man. If they wind up getting him out of office or impeach his ass, shit's still going to hell, man.
Doesn't matter who is the king of Babylon, America's still gonna be destroyed, man. And Trump's already paid the path for it, man.
He's like the catalyst. It's a stalemate, man. You can't really do nothing with him, man. Whether he go or he stay, people gonna be upset, man. It's gonna cause an even greater divide here, man.
That's right.
A house divided upon itself. You see what's happening to this here house, man.
That's right.
It's falling.
That's right.
Continuing on, 2 Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, there's gonna be just civil war, race war, and ultimately World War III, man.
Yeah.
All these kingdoms against each other, these nations, man. People are gonna stand up against each other. All this love your neighbor and God loves everybody crap is gonna go out the window in these perilous times, man. It ain't, man. Try saying that when somebody's starving to death. All right? God, I love you. You know, I forgive you. You're my brother. Nah, man, all that's going out the window, man.
Love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah.
Y'all done seen the movie The Purge, right? Go knock on the goddamn door, say I love you. I just need some food. See what happened, man.
Bullet to the
You know what I'm
head.
saying? They gonna be out there coming to get everybody, man. All right, we're gonna get into it. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition. For there shall be sedition among men.
Yeah, that's a sedition, man. That's the chaos, man.
That what happened in Mexico.
Riots, yeah.
With the mayor, one of the mayors
Yeah,
out
they
there.
drug him through the streets, man.
Yeah.
That's sedition among men, and you're gonna see more of that shit, man. So, man, you're gonna have. Wait till they say that hey, the food supply is running low. Watch the sedition among men, and these grocery stores killing each other for. You watch that movie World War Z, man. Oh. When they were in the grocery store, there was nothing but chaos, man. That's sedition, and that's what's coming to America, man. Sedition. All right, uproars, chaos.
So that movie Bird Box, they was trying to get up in the damn grocery store and shit, man.
Killing each other.
Yeah, they were like, don't let nobody in the house, man. But she's pregnant. We don't give a fuck who out there, man. It's gonna really be like that in them
Bitch
times.
ended up letting the murderer in.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's how it's gonna be. You're not gonna be able to trust nobody in that day. The only people that you're gonna be able to trust in is a brother, man.
Your brothers. Yeah.
Everybody else is gonna be after you, man.
Yeah, I got the etymology of that word sedition. Yep, it's from the mid 1400s. It says, in quote, rebellion.
Rebellion, man. People are gonna be rebelling against the government in these last days, man. And the Lord prophesied about it. All right, and it's already happening around the world, man. You got the yellow vest protests. That's been going on almost a year.
Yeah, bro.
You got the riots in China. Like the brothers mentioned those other countries, Colombia, Venezuela,
Yep.
Haiti,
Ecuador.
Hey,
I just got a notice on my phone. Ecuador put the government got control of the movement in the whole country for the next 24 hours. They've been had a curfew for the last week out there in Ecuador.
It's martial law.
There's protests happening all over the world. So, hey man, it's clear and evident that the earth we're living in the last days.
Yeah.
You know, all the things that are happening and people are just asking stupid questions. You know, but go ahead, Art.
Khan, this is the.
hold on. What you say? Are Jews? What about Jews?
I mean, the 12 tribes of Israel.
Okay.
Wouldn't Jews be one of them?
Well, obviously you don't know nothing about the Bible, do you? Because Jews come from the word Judah, so they are part of the 12 tribes.
Well,
the real
they're not
Jews.
listed on your list.
The first one?
Judah. Well, okay, Judah, but then the so-called Negroes.
Yeah, because those are the real Jews.
Those are the real
people in
Jews.
the land of Israel are imposters.
Jewish.
So there's the answer to your question. Now we're gonna continue on what we were talking about because we're talking about the destruction of America. Well, if you don't have to be here.
If you don't want to be a videotape, don't walk in front of a
I'm
camera.
not trying to convert you.
Yeah, exactly. You just answer your stupid question. It was right there on the board. Go ahead.
Bro, that's the thing. Like, you gotta say this real quick. This is the prize. The Most High is the prize. The Most High is not here to cater and soothe and like. Look, either you accept the word or we not. Yeah, like you acting like oh if you leave we gonna be like no please come back no man look the Most High is the prize man. You know we just pushing His word.
Right.
His word's supposed to open your eyes up. His word supposed to be delicate and soft. It's supposed to be melody to your ears.
Lord didn't cater to people.
Yeah, like
The Hearts talked about that. Somebody was talking about, oh, you guys got the camera and y'all shooing people, you leading people past the camera, and trying to say that they should have stopped people in between the camera to talk to them. It's like, bro, the elect is gonna hear this word, man.
Regardless.
The elect is gonna hear. They're gonna stop and they're gonna hear this.
You gonna
word.
stop everybody that walk by? Get the fuck out of here.
And another thing, if he would have had the camera on us and we would have told him,
Yeah, he wouldn't have cared.
he wouldn't have gave a fuck. So fuck these devils, man.
Fuck
We
you and your
gonna put
mama.
you on camera to shame you. Yeah.
Real quick precept.
Make videos throughout the week.
They make memes on us.
Proverbs 13 and 13. Going back to what the brother said, the Lord ain't here to cater to you, man.
I got it.
Yeah, cut. Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Yeah, whoso despises the word is gonna be destroyed, man. And we reading the word, man.
Forgot about that.
If you're not reading, if you're not agreeing with what we telling you, then it's because you despise the word. That's right. We don't give a damn about your feelings, man. We don't cater to people's feelings, man. That's one thing we do not do. The Lord didn't do it, man.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Con. Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
That's right, man. He that feareth the commandment is gonna be rewarded, man. The Lord ain't dealing with you people, man. We're trying to tell you about sedition among men, and you come up and ask stupid ass
Jews,
questions
about the Jews.
and writing you the answers in your face.
It's right here. It's right
Yeah,
here.
right.
Dickhead.
Big ass sign.
Retard.
So he gonna be part of this sedition, man.
Hey, but that just goes to show how weak these people are in their minds, man. But Judah, that's where the word Jew comes. That's where they get.
No
the
one
word
knows
from.
that. No one knows that.
They'll sit there and say, "Oh, the Jews over there, or the Jewish people over there." They don't understand Jewish.
That's what he was thinking of.
Yeah, they don't understand none of these things because they don't understand the original terms and the orders of these terms, man. You know, like when you go into a lot of these terms, I was talking to somebody the other day. They was trying to go into something and being all deep about it. I was like, well, when you go into the origin of that word, it's not actually what y'all giving these words meaning and giving these words power, man. You know, like Satan. Well, that means an adversary, man. You know, if me and this brother against one another, that's my adversary. Okay, he's Satan unto me, man. That's my adversary.
Come.
The devil, you a deceiver, man. But they be looking at it. Oh, this is something, so on and so forth, and whatever, whatnot. Oh, Saturn is Satan. Okay, well, when you go into the origins of these words, it's clear as day, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
But people are Americans' reading comprehension skills are the lowest on the planet. So
Last place.
you can't really be amazed when they ask stupid questions.
Right above Uganda.
Yeah, third world countries and shit. Go ahead. Yeah, we'll get back. Read the definition.
Sedition, mid 1400s. Rebellion, uprising, revolt, concerted.
Rebellion, uprisings, revolts, man. Just go, and what does that consist of? Civil war, man. Yeah. Race riots. People rebelling against each other, man. Rebelling against the looting, burning down cop cars, all kind. Just look up riots around the world, man. You gonna see it, man. Yeah, the Lord hates Esau, so yeah, he right on that.
That's right. Hey, check this out. It says concerted attempt. It says concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority.
Yep. That's gonna be the civil unrest, man.
It said
that's why the scriptures say. Well, I think it's in that same.
It's the
chapter.
same verse.
That was it.
Demon dog.
Hey, but see how you was talking about going into authority and stuff, though. But continuing on, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
That's civil unrest, man. Against authorities, man. They're not gonna care what the mayor, the governor, or the president. Nobody. They ain't gonna care what you got to say, man. That day, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get my food one way or another. That's what you're gonna see out here, man. They're not gonna care about what the local police department has to say. There ain't gonna be a local police department, man, in that day, man. The police are gonna drop their badges and take their guns home with them.
That's right.
All right, because they're gonna be trying to feed their family too.
Look at what's going on in France right now. You got a lot of those cops committing suicide because they can't. They're working more and more hours.
Yeah.
The cops are protesting now.
Yeah, the cops. Yeah, they working multiple hours, getting paid the same fucking rate, going out there putting their life on the line every day. Got to put masks on just in case somebody realize they live next door to this cop, sell them out, and their whole family get hung in the streets.
You said they committed suicide?
Yeah, they commit suicide. They can't handle it. They bugging out because it's almost a goddamn year every day dealing with a protest, man. They didn't really sign up for this type of conflicts and stuff, man.
Fighting with people. Every day's a fight for them, man.
Yeah.
Coming to blows with the people.
Wow.
Look what happened, real quick. Look what happened in China. The cops are actually killing people now, man.
Fuck
and
it,
that's
right?
gonna come to America, man.
Yeah, but the cops was getting set on fire too. They was hitting the Molotov cocktails.
Blasting people now, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was gonna be like a regular scroll in a patrol car.
Yeah. That's what they signed up for.
That's what they signed up for.
And rubber bullets ain't doing nothing no more. They're resorting to killing people, man.
Molotov cocktails is taking them out.
Yeah. And that's what's gonna come to America, man. Sedition, people uprising against the government. All right, these are the times that the Lord warned us about, man. And when you living in it, take a look around what's going on in the world.
I was just about to say.
It's all fun and games here because you can still go to McDonald's, come pay $18 for a beer and hot dog at the Rays Stadium.
Right.
But really, what all it's gonna really take, man, is one more goddamn police officer, one of these so-called white people shoot another one of these so-called Negroes, and then again, this every time these things happen, if it wasn't for the dude in the Amber Geiger case hugging the little lady, these Edomites would be all on edge right now because they'd be afraid of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans be rolling on their ass, man.
Yeah, that's
so really, we on eggshells here too, man. You got these Edomites that's in an uproar with Donald Trump for collapsing their goddamn economy. They mad with him. All right, then they afraid of Jake being roused up because we seeing the devil coming up out of these people keep shooting us down. All right, so what? It's the same thing's happening here in America, man. It's just they just waiting for that one catalyst to take off, and then hey, man, once they pull the food, we gonna get into it, man. Once they pull the comfort from out of this place, man, everybody's true feelings is gonna come out, man. It's gonna be a green light on everybody, man.
That's right. Because now they're just the Americans. They'll protest, march in the streets, block off roads, but when it turns violent. And the cops start killing you people on the streets, man. Which they already are killing you on the street, but I'm talking about in masses. When people are getting machine gunned down in the streets here in America, you're gonna realize that the prophets of the Lord were among you. That's right. Go ahead, I'll keep reading.
Con, this is second Ezra.
This is out of the Bible, man. We ain't making this up.
That's right.
This is second Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. There shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, people are gonna take things into their own hands, man.
Yeah.
They ain't give a damn what you got to say in that day.
Yeah.
All right, if you got bread in your house and they don't, guess who's coming through that door, man? Guns blazing.
Your neighbor. Your best friend.
Yeah, your best friend that you lend sugar to, he gonna be at your throat in that day, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, and all you white people moving into the south side, right?
Y'all don't even know.
Y'all set up for the kill, man.
That's right.
Moving into the hood. Transgentrified.
Gentrification.
They doing that in all major cities. Because I know in Atlanta, Bankhead is turning into the so-called white people neighborhood. You know, Bankhead, what do they call that? Brooklyn, like Flatbush and all that up there in New York, man. All that's turning to Harlem and all that shit's turning into the white people neighborhood, man.
The Lord, that's the Lord playing that chess for you, though.
Flatbush, all that shit.
You know,
They got that home field advantage. Jake know about these blocks and these corners, how to catch your ass down these alleys, man.
Just because you put a Starbucks don't mean the niggas slept completely. Yeah, they're still around, and they know their way around, too.
Yeah. Jake know how to creep through the alleys. But continuing on, verse 17, 2 Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, when this martial law kicks off and they start blocking our city, blowing up bridges.
Yep.
All right, doing, you know how they do police stops?
Quarantines and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're
Or
gonna
let an
start
outbreak
quarantine.
come out.
Yeah. They're gonna, you ain't gonna be able to leave St. Pete,
They
man.
call them checkpoints.
Checkpoints, yeah, they're gonna have that everywhere, man, on all main roads, and you ain't gonna be able to leave your city, man. You're gonna be locked down. You're gonna have curfew. You ain't gonna be if you caught outside past a certain time, you're liable to get shot down in the streets.
Or get sent to a concentration camp.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Yeah, because of their pride, man. St. Pete's one of the biggest pride parades in America, man.
Straight.
You know this place is fucked.
They ain't gonna survive.
But what? All of America's prideful, man. These major cities, just look at how they set up the grid, man. The highways and whatnot. It's all strategic, man, because they know they're gonna shut this place down, man. Esau Edom is a damn serpent, man. He knows exactly what he's doing, man. You're gonna be locked up all day long. When the shit hits the fan, then they're gonna start microchipping people, or simultaneously, you know. All this is coming, man. That's right. And you ain't gonna be able to do a damn thing about it. But what? People are gonna lose their fucking minds, start killing each other, man. Invading each other.
And again, because you got to talk about the pride of these cities, you got these different cities, you got these people who got their certain kind of mindsets, right? Look at the news over certain cases, right? Like let's say the Amber Geiger case. That put a divide between, let's say, a neighborhood, right? You go to work, you have to talk about that case. Esau gonna feel some type of way, Jake gonna feel another type of way, man. So what? These cities are like, oh, we should have this. We should be able to have our guns, or we should be able to have this, or these illegal immigrants is coming into our towns, or these people are making our town unsafe, man. When these things start uprising and this and that, it's gonna start causing these uprisings, man. These people to come out of their homes and their comfort zone because they're gonna be tired of you so-called Negroes, so-called taking over your land masses, coming in taking over your jobs or whatever, whatnot. Ultimately, when the economy collapses, man, they gotta have a scapegoat to blame it on somebody. You know what I'm saying? They gotta blame it on somebody. So they're gonna be like, oh, the economy collapsed because you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We ain't got no food over here, and y'all the problem. right?
That's the sedition, you know, the
If
uprising.
I may say this, they blame Jake for Detroit, the collapse of Detroit, the Motor City.
Has nothing to do with Jake.
They blame that on Jake. Look what you guys did in Detroit, Michigan.
Absolutely.
No property out there.
Yeah, exactly. They blame that shit on Jake. You know.
It's never Esau's fault. Well, he the problem, you know. The whole economy in 2008 when bombshell and it was nobody's fault but niggas and spics, man. You know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is
You had something else?
Oh, just a quick one about Yahushua. Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth, I tell you.
Slide, read that again. Read it loud.
Slack. Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth.
Yeah. The Lord said, you think I'm bringing peace on earth? You suppose I'm bringing peace on earth? Because everybody thinks he's bringing peace, man. But we're reading about the judgments prior to him returning, man. Go ahead.
I tell you, nay, but rather division.
That's right. The Lord's coming to bring division, man. All right, the Lord's going to bring great division here, especially in America, man. You know, because, hey, it's going to get, man, really there ain't words to explain it. We can just read the scriptures, and if you can't see the picture, then you're screwed, man. Because a division, man, sedition among men, that's going to be that great division, man. Your own family's going to be trying to kill you, man. There was a count in Israel where it was so bad because they were compassed around, they were besieged. They started eating their children, man.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28.
Yes,
Yeah.
In the second book of Kings, it talks about that too. There was a famine in the land of Samaria, and people were eating their kids. The one woman told the other woman, "Let's eat your kids today, and tomorrow we'll eat my kids." And the next day, she got it with the okie doke.
And that's what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna be boiling your kids. All right, that's the times the Lord's talking about, man.
Hey, they already got you people, how you say, conditioned to eat human beings anyway, man.
Big
Y'all over there eating at McDonald's and stuff, and a lot of this meat, man, it's just it's human being organs, man. They heavily into organ harvesting.
Missing
Out
children.
there in the Middle East and shit, man. You know, they've been feeding you human beings for the longest time, man. They got a movie out there about that where they talk about this shit called Soylent Green.
Yep.
They actually sell it as a product now. And when you look at that, and a lot of the stuff that you look at in your food, man, this is what you eating, man. You out here eating human beings already, man.
Fetuses,
Yeah.
abortions,
Yep.
and your Pepsi and all that nonsense. You know, all you
Aspartame, that fake ass sugar.
Yeah, so you're already craving that human meat, man. These people don't even know it, but they craving human meat.
Don't even know it.
Yeah, baby legs. You know how they make chicken nuggets? They just throw the whole chicken in that bitch.
Baby thighs.
That's what they do with the babies, man.
Yeah.
They're missing children. Like the brother said, that you go to Walmart. Have you seen me? Yeah, you ate them.
Yeah, it's in my belly.
God, real quick precept, straight to the point. Leviticus 26, verse 29. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters.
That's
shall
a curse,
ye eat.
man. That was a curse, man. You eating the flesh of your kids. That's happened multiple times throughout history, man. And it's gonna happen again in these last days. Especially here in America, where you're accustomed to eat every couple hours. You can't go 6 hours without some food in your mouth, man. A drive-through. What happens when there is no food left? Huh? When the stores stop selling food because everything's gone. The trucks ain't moving around the U.S. no more. But you got 2 healthy kids at home. Your beloved chihuahuas, they gonna be dinner, man.
You know, that's against the law.
Yeah.
You can't eat that shit.
Go ahead.
Double down. Back to
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their, let me go back to 17. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed.
The house is gonna be destroyed, man. It's gonna be a wasteland out here, man. When the shit start hitting the fan, they rounding people up, blocking off cities. Man, it ain't gonna be like right now. Everybody out and about, you know, chilling. Houses looking real nice, painted walls and all that, plants and nah, man. It's gonna be tall ass grass, okay? Dead bodies everywhere. All right, yeah, that's what's coming to America.
Hey, you see what happened when, like, let's say the power go out and shit, like when hurricanes come and whatever, whatnot. Jake start looting in the damn stores and shit, man. But when this time come, man, when they realize, like, yo, this ain't coming back, man. Now it's time to go get vengeance on the dude at the job that I got tired of. You know, you see videos about that where Jake, where Jake be at work, like, man, I ain't playing with my goddamn paycheck and shit. Be want to strangle out the boss.
Meditating that shit.
Yeah, man. And that day when they realized that, yo, it ain't no coming back from this, man. We just might as well just go ham on all our adversaries. whoever we wanted to. Now it's time to just go out, just go gangbanging, man. Free for all.
Let's be ready. They're gonna take the course of their actions shall stand in their hands. Man. They're not gonna care, man. Especially you women. You shit out of luck, man. All you did, them niggas you did wrong, man. You better hope you don't come across them. But they're gonna beat you to death.
Yeah.
Rape you.
Rape you and then kill you.
For a prime example, what they're going into here, when you look at the Hong Kong protests, man, there was one day I was watching that thing, man, they was talking about how the police was barricaded inside, you know, and the curse is falling on them.
You a belt dog?
But nevertheless, over in the Hong Kong protests, man, the police was scared, man. They was barricaded inside the goddamn police station, man. So what do you think is gonna happen? Once that happens here in America, man, they got it broadcast on the news. There's no help coming down to St. Pete. The St. Pete Police Department is being held hostage in the police station. And rioters and protesters out there giving them business.
And they only got like 500 to 700 police officers.
Yeah.
You know,
and they're gonna be scattered abroad.
Just to mention that, you know, real quick. But go ahead,
To
bro.
cover millions of people
Yeah,
between these two
you know, I just want to say that real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, when that happened, when you see that report on the news that the police department is barricaded inside the police station and they scared, man, Jake gonna hear that shit, be like, shit, let's go ride on these niggas right quick, man. Let's go strap up, man. I've been waiting to goddamn let my AK spray on these niggas, man. They gonna be going through these Edomite neighborhoods and just running through all they shit, man. That's what we're reading about right here, man. You see it already, the uprisings happening in these other nations, man.
And that's
already.
and that's the nation against nations.
Yeah, and the most savage people on the planet are here in America, man. So really,
with the most guns.
Yeah, exactly.
On the most drugs.
You people ain't seen nothing yet, man. Y'all gonna live it.
Because they own government fear them.
Yeah,
U.S. government actually fear the American people.
Yeah, because they know it. That's why they're trying to be peaceable right now.
They're
man.
trying to
They know
disarm.
once that shit gets going, yeah, man. Even though the cops, man, you know, when they can mow down a crowd, but you can't do that when there's millions. Yeah,
You're trying to disarm all the Americans.
Look at France. It'll bug you out in the mind. If you're a regular police officer, not a man of war, like going to war, and you constantly just mowing down the civilian population for months on end, that's not even in your mind. You used to writing citations and shit. You know what I'm saying? Riding on the horse, waving to people, man. You go and you start killing people. That's why when you go so-called catch your first body, it do something to you, man. But when you doing this shit for longevity, just putting people down after a while, man, that
Get numb to it, yeah.
Yo, man, these people gonna bug the fuck out.
We read it in Matthew 24, the love of many shall West Coast, man. People are gonna be cold-hearted these last days,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a hard thing for you people to imagine killing someone now, but wait till you ain't having a meal, man.
You start throwing up when
Wait
you
till
kill
you-
your first body. Get your
Wait till
first.
this shit hits the fan, as they say.
Read that next verse.
This is verse 19. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Yeah, no pity, man. Your neighbor, your very next door neighbor you borrow sugar from ain't gonna have pity on you, man. And you're talking about love, everybody, love thy neighbor. Man, the scripture said your neighbor ain't gonna have pity on you, man. You starving, he got 2 cans of tuna left. Guess what? He gonna eat that tuna in your face and probably kill you, man.
Straight up.
And rape your daughters. Go ahead.
It says, verse 2 Ezra 15:19. But a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
Yeah, so you people that storing up, you doomsday preppers, guess what? Somebody gonna come in there and beat you dead to death, or however the Lord set it up, and then guess what? They're gonna take your goods, man. They're gonna spoil your goods. Your women included.
Going back into that project they got. Oh, hey, buddy, you know, we're doomsday preppers. You should be doomsday and prepping too. Go look at Alex Jones' website. He'll hook us up with some. You telling this motherfucker your whole game plan. He know right where to come.
Showing him the panic room and shit.
If you're doing that shit, keep that to
You might not even be
yourself.
home when shit pop off.
Right.
You might be out and about.
Yeah, work or
and
some
more
shit.
importantly, the Lord's gonna be preparing that for the elect, man. We gonna come in there and eat all your goods, man.
That's right.
Eat your fine wine, all right?
Tuna.
Find your daughter in the corner.
Because you know, a lot of these people, they gonna trust in the government. Report to your local stadium.
And that's why they're gonna get the chip.
Yeah, and they gonna go there. You know, everybody gonna think, oh well, let's go. All right, report here.
Evacuate. We gotta evacuate.
Yeah, everybody gonna leave.
Safe
You know?
centers.
Seek shelter here.
Safe zones and
Safe
shit.
zone,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you gotta get the chip to come
Yeah.
in. You know?
You gotta get the chip, yeah.
get the chip.
You'll be giving the chip out at the doorway.
Yeah. And they'll have like a little community in there.
Hey, and really, they got it now to where they can give you that goddamn tattoo, like basically the chip, but in the tattoo form, just by walking through a goddamn door, man.
All the same
They've
shit.
had this shit for a while, where it's like you can walk through like a metal detector, like in the airport, and they can scan it on you, and you pretty much got that barcoded inside of you, man. All right, so look, man, they preparing to do this on a massive scale. All right, hey, if you want, you just come on through these doors. Like it'd be nothing for you to be walking to concentration camps, just getting barcoded at that point in time, man. All right, but ultimately we know that they're gonna still, just like what they're doing with the Neuralink and the regular RFID chip, man. Hey, it's still processed. People gonna be willingly taking them things, man.
Because they're gonna force your hand. They're gonna do some shit like have chipping stations at Walmart or Walgreens where you have to get supplies.
Yep.
Just like they give out
Flu shot.
free flu shots. They're
Yep.
gonna get free because now you got to pay to get the chip. You know, it's like 300, whatever it is. But what they're gonna be, hey, free chips. Come
Free
get them.
chip, you get a discount. Like they got get blood chance to get some blood.
Yeah,
whatever,
get $10 gift
$10
card.
gift card.
500 put on your shit.
Yep.
They gonna take the money out of it's digital money.
it don't exist.
They're just gonna be able to.
What they do right now is, for a lot of these jobs, I know my last job, they used to do this, man. They be like, look, they was getting you prepared for the biometric system, man. They was getting all this information. They would tell you that, man. All right, but what they would do is they would have certain like physical type things. They would bring in people, come in, check your hearing, your sight, all your biometrics, right? And they said it wasn't mandatory, but if you did this, you can get a discount on your insurance policy, man. All right, or your yearly insurance or whatever, whatnot. So, talking to all the stupid ass Jacob months up, hell yeah, man, we get a discount. We did it. Well, how much is the discount? You know what I'm saying? Like over a whole year, it's like $300. You done basically gave up all your information for $300 fucking dollars, man.
Whoop-de-doo.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. But see, that's how they get you. Oh, for a sale or a discount. Oh, you can get a discount on your health insurance policy. You can get a discount on your mortgage or whatever, whatnot.
36%.
Oh yeah, gift to short the heart. Or let's say the food is a shortage on food, and you need certain kind of credits to get this here food from the government. Oh, we'll go get the chip just so we can feed our children, man.
We'll get that. Get it in Revelation 13.
Yeah, real quick. That short-term benefit is exchanged for a lifetime of your information. Right?
Yeah.
You know, in that chip.
Hey, before you get that, finish reading that. I want to bring out scripture too.
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. But a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
Yeah, see, because the lack of bread, man. See, now you can go to a restaurant, have a nice dinner, go to McDonald's and get a burger for 1 cent.
7-Eleven,
You know,
Wawa.
you anywhere you go, you eat. There's food. Everywhere you go,
24 hours a day.
parks, stadiums. Everywhere you go, there's food. They got grocery stores, food stores. That ain't gonna happen in these times we're reading about, man. Because it's gonna be for the lack of bread. People lose their damn minds, man. Because they're gluttonous, man. All they want to do is eat, and eat.
I got script too. 2nd Ezra chapter 6. I'll start at verse.
And wait, what does it take? So real quick, what does it take to get food, man? You don't just walk into a grocery store and walk out. You know, you gotta have money.
Yeah, you gotta have trade. You gotta trade something in.
That's right. Trade.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse. I'll start at 23 and then go down to 24. 23 it says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And the earth shall
read that again?
Khan. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when
Yeah, exactly. It was Isaiah 58.
Yep.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. We're giving you that sound, man. That because what you got, the trumpet was blown for different reasons, man. For the war, for the new moon, all right. For a gathering of the nation, you know, for the Israel to come together, and they would give different sounds though. And this is the sound that we're blowing now is the calamities are coming, all right. Judgment is at the door.
and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
That's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be afraid. But what most people think, they don't even hear the trumpet, man.
Come on, ignore it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going back to Amos, I would say, Shadabi.
The trumpet blow in the city.
And the people will not be afraid.
Yeah, evil done.
Evil in the city and the Lord have not done it. You know, that's what that's going back to.
Verse 24, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Yeah, the Bible said that at this time, these last days, that friends are going to be fighting each other, man. Friend, your best buddy and your college best friend, all right, they're going to be fighting one another, man. That's what the Lord's got. Because the brother read earlier, the Lord's not coming to bring peace but division, man. He coming to separate you friends, man. You got cliques and all these buddies, you know. They're going to be fighting you, man, because they know you the best. Go ahead.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still.
Yeah, so that meaning there ain't gonna be the truth ain't gonna be out here no more, man. The Lord ain't gonna, because the famine of the word's gonna come. That's the springs that is gonna be dried up, man.
Living
You're not
waters.
gonna see us out here no more. Yeah, you be out here preaching to a bunch of savages, killing each other. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And in 3 hours they shall not run.
That's right, man. That's talking about that time that the Lord's gonna bring the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right. And it's really gonna start popping off when the mark of the beast is implemented, man. When it starts, when they start implementing that worldwide, making it mandatory, That's when the shit's really gonna get bad out here, man. Go ahead. Go ahead and get that.
Yeah, this is Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Yeah, so the scripture said he causes all these to what? To gonna get this chip, man. Free and bond, rich, poor, it don't matter, man. If you want to continue to be part of this system, all right, Esau system, you're gonna have to take this chip. Go ahead.
Free and bond to receive a mark.
Yeah, you go to that word, it's charagma in the Greek, all right? And it talking about this chip, man. The charagma is this chip, RFID microchip. And then you go into that root word, it's charax, meaning the paler state, which is gonna be the syringe. They have it on here?
They don't have it.
Okay. Well, anyway, you know what a syringe looks like. That charax is gonna be used to give you a scratch, meaning you go to the word scratch is a slight tear in your skin. All right? And guess what? That charax is going to insert this chip, which is the charagma. And then the grapho is the information written in the chip, man. Because grapho is the root word of the charax. And the grapho is going to be what's written in the chip, man. The money, your health, all right, all that information, man. How they going to put that in there? They're going to code it in there. They're going to write it in there.
Because if you go into that word geography, remember, geo means earth, graphene, graph means record. You know, so earth's record. That's what geography means, record of earth. So you going into, what you say that word?
Grapho.
Grapho. All right, that's keeping the record. You know? Your age, pretty much your ID.
Everything. How much money you got?
Your record. You know, all that shit.
Everything. Yep. That's what it's going to be written in that chip. Because they want to put everything on, all the information about you on this chip, man. Go ahead.
It says, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And
this is already happening, man. It's not like this is far-fetched. Man, this has been happening for years, man. Decades, this microchip has been not implemented, but it's been being received around the earth, man. And this is the mark of the beast. And if you receive this RFID chip, tag, whatever, microscopic device, whatever you want to call it, guess what? You got ultimate judgment coming for you, man.
That's right.
Hey, and it's been in your face the whole time. Your pets.
Right.
You know, the damn pets.
They just been programming people to make it normal. You know, normalize it.
And I did a video through the Spirit of Power Yahweh Shah a couple days ago on the reason why they even had chips put in the animals were to be a test run for you damn people, man. It wasn't to put so you can track them. No, it was used to be a dummy so that it can ultimately be put in you, man.
Yeah, with the troops too. Anybody in the military has probably already got one.
Yeah.
Few of them.
That's from the words of a military man himself.
Finishing off, verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark.
So clearly this is not talking about philosophies, man.
That's right.
But like we were talking about earlier, man, when the shit hits the fan, you're going to need the chip to buy food. You're going to need the chip to do anything, man. Because if they're not going to they're already talking about doing away with the old IDs that you got to have it by such and such year. Well, guess what? They're going to do the same thing with the chip, man. And you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be part of their community, man. Yeah, and that's why they're going to force your hand, like one of the brothers said earlier.
If you look at what they call the Chinese social credit system, man. If you look at how they have that thing set up out there, it's pretty much the same way as being described in the scriptures, man. They tell you if you so-called break the laws, it's according to their social credit system. Like if you jaywalk, you litter, throw some trash out of a high-rise building, man, your social credit score go down, man. And if you get so low, you won't be able to get a job, you won't be able to get rent, pay your mortgage, you can't send your kids to school, so you can't get on a plane, you can't leave, you can't use public transportation. So you're pretty much an outcast slated out to die, man. All right? Because you ain't gonna be able to get food, work, you can't get your kids in school, and you're gonna lose where you're living at. It can't even leave, man. All right, so ultimately that's what they're gonna have over here in America, man.
And they test running it with them stupid ass.
Yeah, because there's way more of them over there than there's over us over here, man.
Yeah, because America's icing on the cake.
That's right. Yeah.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
That's all the chip, man. That's all talking about the chip, man. Because when you brand something, you putting your name on it. That's right. You branded cattle. All right, and that number of names gonna be that graphic, man. It's gonna be written in there. All right, there you go ahead, brother.
Yep. All right, Shalom Akim coming up here. Once again, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and you know, we come out here to preach again. Oh, you give me that. All right, because you know, you see everything that's going on. The Bible, you know, us coming out here preaching the Bible, this is completely contrary, right, to the society, man. You know, nobody's coming by saying, yeah, what you're saying is right. Agreed. You know, they come by, they saying, oh, that's hate speech, so on and so forth. Nobody coming up here agreeing with us. But this Bible literally has no place, all right, in this society no more, all right. And they're trying to certain states are trying to label the Bible as a terrorist structure that needs to be removed, man. That does need to be taught because it's against the LGBT community, all right. You know, so go ahead.
This is the book of Amos.
No, we don't have no pamphlets.
This just the Bible. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. Book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land."
So it's going to be a famine in the land, man. All right, that's what the Lord is bringing. Us coming out here preaching, all right, the Bible all in general, man. All right, the Holy Scriptures, but most importantly, all right, us coming out here preaching the prophets of the Lord, because this is the true wisdom, man. All right, what they telling you, the churches, the people are blind. The Scriptures say they are all dumb dogs, man. All right, that can't bark, only for the gain of that quarter. All right, to gain monetarily from you. All right, we're not getting paid to come out here and do this. Go ahead.
You know, spiritually we are.
Yeah, spiritually, of course, but you know, physically, man, we're not looking for no tax exemption.
Pass around a collection.
Yeah, collection plate, man. We don't care. You know, the Scriptures say by the foolishness of preaching, all right, to save those that believe. Okay, and the message is great destruction is coming to what you call America, man.
That's right.
All right. Rather it be this year, the ending of this year, the beginning of next year, or 2 years from now, God forbid, but it's coming. All right, it's soon. Okay, go ahead.
Again, Amos chapter 8, verse 11. "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water."
So nothing tangible. All right. So you people looking, you know, this is spiritual. This is a spiritual warning from the Heavenly Father. All right, that you living in your last days here in America.
That's right.
All right, America is destined to be destroyed in the near future. All right, you can thank your buddy Trump, okay?
Really,
but you know, all the downfall, you know, of this. But you know, Trump, you know, all you people voted for him.
Right?
And this man is done a great job in making America, you know, great again. He's done it, and I say that sarcastically, man. Okay, but here it is now. You know, Mike Allen showed me that article. Now Trump is trying to come up with some agreement for the U.S. farmers in China because U.S. agriculture it took a shit, man. All right, China said we ain't gonna buy no more U.S. agriculture. And really, if you want to stabilize the economy, that's what you need to do. You need to focus on. But here it is, you got them in a big old casino known as Wall Street, you know, betting and just playing games, man. You want to stabilize the economy, focus on U.S. agriculture, infrastructure, all right? Not playing games in Wall Street, all right? Wall Street's nothing but a big ass casino, man. Betting, you know, losing money here, losing money there, man.
Moving money around.
Just to gain a little bit. You playing games, man. All right, but that's gonna be the downfall of this place.
Right.
All right, because if you want to go back to stocks, the first stocks were so-called Negro slaves, man. Okay. Up in New York, that's why you call that the Empire State, man. That's why you got a Black Friday, where you serve slaves for dirt cheap. Okay? What does Scripture say about that, man? Habakkuk 2. Okay? Woe to that city that was established by blood, man. Okay? All this was here. This wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't for the atrocities of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right? You benefit from these things, man. You say slavery is over, it don't exist, but due to slavery, all right, and you stealing this land for the Native American Indians, all right, you come here and you plant your houses right on Indian graveyard, man.
And still to this day, they still benefit off them same slaves today, because we the ones still doing the majority of the work here, paying all the taxes here, which is funding these Edomites to go do what they want to go do, man. The rich ain't paying taxes, they always getting tax cuts, man. It's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who work 80, 90,000 hours a week, man. All right, and the majority of your check go right back into the system, man. Providing their ways for them to go, man. All right, establishing your city, and you keep establishing the rest of the world off of our destruction, man.
Con. And the stock market is at an all-time high, man. Highly inflated, man. Okay? It's the highest it's ever been. Okay? Because just recently, about a month ago, they started pumping money, into the system, man.
Never been this high.
It's never been this high, bro. Hey, look, I'm gonna show this right here.
Not even on Obama. And Obama had it pumping. All right. This Trump got it popping off, and it's all fake. It's all barely on the damn.
Like the brother was saying, the stock market's nothing but a joke, man. They change the numbers how they please, man.
Yeah, because that's something that they teach you in school when you go and study economics. Is that the stock market is the last thing that you're gonna see. It's the last indicator that the economy is in trouble. If you see the stock market's crashing, that's because things have already been going south.
Yeah.
You know. And another thing, you got these like the brother was just saying, you got the government, the stock market's at an all-time high, but then you also got the Federal Reserve lowering the interest rates that they're lending money to the banks at. So now banks are lending even more money because the interest rates are getting lower. So it's just a false sense of hope for these people. It's really what's happening.
That's why you're getting all these credit card offers, all these different things going on. It's not because you're doing something special. It's because the United States is trying, they're trying to pump money up. All right?
Trying to resuscitate themselves.
Yeah, and it's not going to work.
And they got talking about that interest rate. They damn near trying to go to a negative percentage rate, man. Basically, where they'll pay you to put money into their banks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got this over in like Europe somewhere over there because they collapsing over there as well. Yeah. They had a negative interest rate, man. But what? They pumping money in, they're raising the debt ceiling. All right, if you had a credit card and you had already maxed your shit out and they just increased your limit, they just gave you a little bit more room to fuck off, man.
Exactly, because the banks just give you imaginary money, you give them real money.
You gotta pay them back.
Exactly, the real money,
Shit, they ain't giving credit away now. They keep giving me credit. I'm taking it. They give it down.
That's what they doing. They trying to get people to go back to so-called borrowing more money so they can print out more money to make money off the interest, man. Because they saying, look, if we print out $100 out of nowhere, we're gonna charge y'all $150. So now we're gonna make $50 out of nowhere from printing up some fake money.
Exactly.
This is how this here system go. But people are waking up to this here Babylon juice, man. Waking up to this madness. It's another one of the things that these other nations was drinking after the Babylon juice. Now they waking up to their IMF loans. All right, they seeing this interest is bankrupting their countries, man.
So go back into that. So you're not gonna have people out here to warn you of these things, man. All right, we read that the spirit of Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy. All right, things to come, and we out here warning you people, man. All right, these are the last days, man, and perilous times are coming. Go ahead.
It says back in Amos chapter 8, verse 11, in the middle of the verse, it says, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High Yahweh.
Yep. And that's what's coming. A famine of hearing these words, man. Right? It's going to come a time, I remember brother made a video, it's going to come a time, imagine when you can't hear Apostle Zahar videos no more. Yeah. Right? You can't hear his voice no more. You can't hear Elder Gabar's voice no more. You can't hear the daily edification no more. You can't see Elder Rumlob hop on and do his daily lessons. Sometimes 2-3 times out of the day. All right, when you can't hear that no more, you can't hear your favorite camp videos no more, or you can't hear your favorite brother you may like to listen, you can't hear his videos no more. Imagine when that time comes, man.
Hey, that's gonna be the Lord hiding his hand. He's not gonna be reaching his hand out no more.
Hey, you know what's gonna get him to get Matthew 25. All right, that's what that's gonna get. That's what we're getting into, man. All right, so now it's the time, man, to buckle down. All right, and to get. Scripture say what? Now it's high time to wake up out of sleep. Matter of fact, I have a verse. You get that in Matthew 25 as well. But 2 Thessalonians 5 start from the top reading material. All right. What you guys asked?
2 Thessalonians
5 verse. Yep. Start from prove Jesus Christ came and died for the sins. Can I leave it there? Let me get this real quick.
We got the Bible.
Why would we need that if we have the Bible?
We're reading the Bible, brother.
Yeah.
Second Thessalonians.
That's of men right there.
You mean First Thessalonians?
Yeah, First Thessalonians.
Well, I'm just saying God came down and died for
First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse
because
1.
He loves you. God loves you.
But of the times and the seasons,
God be with
brethren.
See, so the times and the seasons, brethren, they coming with love. Why they ain't telling us that destruction is coming?
Right.
Why ain't telling us the stock market is about to collapse? That race wars and civil unrest is getting ready to come to the shores of America. They come with that love, man. Love, that's the philosophy our people been killed with.
So
right?
everybody's gonna be saved. Like, damn. But what about the judgment of the Lord?
You know?
The wicked.
Everyone's gonna be saved.
Who's the wicked on the earth?
Hey, what did not? Hey, that's why people in the state that they're in, you can kill them, right? You can kill when they family members and they give you a hug and say I forgive you.
God's good.
Right?
So God
God loves you. God loves you. That's the state our people in. But what happened when 9/11 came? Why do you go to the terrorists over there and say we forgive you, I hug you? You still want to get Al Qaeda, right? No, you went over there and you destroyed them, man. You destroyed them, right? Hey, I'm talking about this system, man. All right?
Hey, but real quick, hey, look, it says that the church says one nation under God. The Most High brought us into captivity up under the so-called white man into this nation. Why would the Most High be for this nation? He said, you touched the apple of my eye. He's about to turn this place into the lake of fire, man. All right?
Hey, God under this nation was not America stolen from the North American Indians. You killed over 100 million Native American Indians. Your people did. Your forefathers, right? So you think God is with America? God is going to destroy America.
That's right!
All you Edomites in it.
All right? The scriptures say, woe to a town that was established by blood, man. You standing on an Indian graveyard, man.
That's right!
All right?
Israelite graveyard.
Israelite, what? You know, for them to understand.
No, it's not.
If I say Israelite, they're like.
He said God's forgiven us.
He said God has forgiven
You guys,
us.
we'll see.
scripture is that?
Isaiah 14:21.
Go ahead.
And this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Theologians.
That's when they walk out. When the Lord speak, man. Goddamn, God bless America, man. God's about to bless America by taking off the face of this earth, man. God is about to rid the world of wickedness, man. That's how God's going to bless America, man. The land itself is mourning because you goddamn heathen are over on this here land, man. Putting concrete everywhere, man. Polluting the water, man. Polluting the skies, man. America itself is mourning, man. And God is going to bless America when he turns his bitch to the lake of fire, man. And eradicate you goddamn Edomites, man. Thus said the scriptures, man.
First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and of the seasons, brethren.
So that's the spirit we in. We know it's getting ready to take place, man. Of the times and the seasons, brethren, because the scriptures go back to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. There's a time for everything. All right? The pamphlets with God is love and
Wasting his money.
Yeah, the Most High is love, but it ain't the time
To
for
the
that,
Israelites.
man. Yeah,
Exactly.
to a certain group of people. You know, the Most High, you section the Most High off to one attribute.
Exactly.
To,
And they take their own definition of love. What is love? Keeping the commandments. As simple as that.
Scripture on love.
Yeah.
Why he ain't always preaching his doctrine?
Saying that shit with a smooth face and shit.
Hey, the scriptures say love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Why
All
y'all
right?
did that?
You know, you removed the brotherly covenant, man. You broke that.
One had the American flag on the shirt, the other one had the American eagle, man. Both sons of the Edomites, man. We know who you are, man. It flies that eagle, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
And when you state facts, right?
They gotta go.
What can they do?
They got to go.
I just asked them questions. I didn't come slicing them or throwing salt in. I just asked them a few questions.
Simple question.
You know? Go ahead.
It says, of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
God, so it's gonna come upon these people unaware, man. And you know how a thief come? A thief come at the most time, you know, when you're sleeping, you tucked away, all right, in your little warm blanket, all cozy. That's when a thief come. A thief not gonna come, when you at your lively, most lively state of the day.
Yeah, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
He don't knock on the door and ring the doorbell.
He let you know he coming.
Come unexpected.
Come unexpectedly. By the time you wake up in the morning, all your shit gone.
Sir, can I get your TV?
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works, bro. If y'all come in,
then you call the police in the morning because you like, damn, I've been robbed, right? That's what you do. Yeah, somebody stole my car last night. Don't they always say last night or early this morning?
Yeah.
They don't never say.
Hey, like the Grinch.
Yeah,
Like the Grinch, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and if they do, it's amazing. Like in broad daylight, they stole my car. You know, that's something like unusual. Like they stole my shit in broad daylight. You know, that's unusual.
Fireworks.
You know. So go ahead.
For
that's
yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
The scriptures say we know perfectly why. Through our faith, man. All right, we know perfectly. That means we ain't doubting. You know, it ain't no, it might come. No, we know perfectly, bro, and that's faith.
Straight up.
You know, we're not like, oh, well, if it do come, it's not if, it's just when.
And we can also see it right now, man, because the majority of people walking by, they blinded to the fact, man. They shake their head, they scoff at us. This ain't gonna never come. This ain't gonna never come. We can clearly see because it's broadcast on the news, man. That's why it be bugging me out sometimes. Like, damn, like everything we going into breaking down the prophecies is with like RT and some of the news is actually bringing out on their articles every single day, man. They talking about this every single day, but the majority of these people think this can never happen, man. That's why it's gonna catch them as a thief in the night, man. When they're gonna be having like thermonuclear missiles coming this way, race wars coming this way. People's let's go downtown and party and drink. Oh, that's not coming out of us.
Yep.
But then they gonna wake up in the middle of all this shit. Like, how the fuck did this happen, man?
Yep.
Coming back on their way from Busch Gardens and be driving down the road, all of a sudden they're driving to a riot, man. All right, or like when Jake be roused up because of the police shootings and stuff, and they having like, let's say in Ferguson, they having a protest. You don't even know what the fuck going on down the block, and all of a sudden you take the wrong turn. Now you some Edomites in the midst of a pack of Jakes, man. And they're gonna be on you like white on rice, man.
All right, that's going to the day of the Lord. Did not the scriptures say that you know, a man shall flee from a lion and a bear met him, or shall flee from the bear, he shall go in his house and lean his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit you. There's no escaping, man. All right, there's no escaping. The scripture says, "Shall these evils be as pilgrims upon the earth, man?" Go ahead.
Verse 3. For when they shall say, peace and safety.
Because right now, that's what Trump's gonna do. Trump's gonna, oh well, we looking for a deal for you farmers, all right, and also them officials up in like Michigan area, all right. You know, them companies losing a lot of money too due to this trade war. They're suffering a lot from this trade war. So what Trump is trying to do is be like, we working out a deal, Because why? He wants to be so-called
elected,
love and light, right? You know. So
they can come up with a deal anyways, and the Lord is still bringing them storms out there to the Midwest, destroying
exactly.
Absolutely. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Locusts.
You know, hey, they can say, oh, let's just start trading back all together. America's still gonna be destroyed. You know, there's nothing you can do. The scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, all right, but she is not healed, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, for when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child.
So it's gonna be suddenly, man. You're gonna be like, oh, suddenly, man, this just happened, right? Suddenly, unexpected. Yeah. You don't know suddenly, all right? It's something that's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks, man. All right? Go ahead.
As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Ouch.
But ye, brethren, are not in darkness.
And that's the point. We not in darkness, man. Ye, brethren, are not in darkness, man. Why you think we the only ones out here, man? Right? Everybody else is walking by.
Yeah.
Man, this is Babylon, man. If you sit here and say this ain't Babylon, bro, you lost, man. Yeah, it's disgusting out here, man. It's a melting pot of all different nations.
They're proving our point if they say that.
Yeah.
They're in darkness. They're in darkness.
Hey, bro, you can't sit here and say this ain't Babylon. You got faggots, you got lesbians. I done seen 2 women walking together, 2 men walking together. I done seen Asians, Indians, Edomites, Jakes. Like, you can't say this ain't Babylon.
We seen something, we couldn't even clarify what the fuck it was. That's how we know it's Babylon.
Oh, that shit?
With some titties hanging out, we didn't know if that was, man. What the hell is that?
That was a big.
That's a nigga with titties.
I was 100% sure. I was convinced that was.
That was Edomite man.
I thought it was a woman at first.
I thought it was too. And then y'all was staring at it. I was like, oh shit, that's a dude. Got a beard and everything.
Come on, man. You got a nigga woman riding by with a
smoking
big
a cigar.
Big ass cigar.
With a fade. With a fade. With a ball fade.
This place is done, man.
Real quick, I did a video through the Spirit Power Y'all Bashing Me Out show like 2 days ago. But pretty much it's these 2 men. They had their sex changed as a woman to a woman because they had went under something called hormone dysphoria. That's what they had it under. And then after being a woman after 17 years, they wanted to be a man again, man. Yeah. So after having your penis removed, all right, and then having your shit folded in, all right, to a vagina, all right, after 17 years, you want to be a man again, man. That's it. That's Babylon the Great for you, man. You know?
And the only thing that really, that's why, you know, once again, it's Babylon that just like, it's like confusing. Like, why is that even a topic? Like, why? I'm not saying you bring it up. I'm saying, like, far as in society.
Why does that even exist? Yeah.
Why do we have a discussion over 3-year-old being? I don't know if I want to be a man or a boy. That's that philosophy, man. That's subtlety. That's that shit Esau put out there to give you that philosophy. Like, I can be a woman. I can be a man. I can change. Bro, we shouldn't even be thinking of talking about that. Bro, why is that a question?
The brother said send a picture. Here in America, you can be a dog, a baby, a woman, transgender, whatever. But we're the bad guys when we want to be it. When we claim we're Israelites.
Yeah.
But you can claim to be anything except an Israelite, and it's all good.
Yeah. Like y'all brothers made a heavy, good recommendation of that movie Glass. Man.
Yeah, that's a good ass movie, bro.
So heavy. If you ain't watched that movie, I'm gonna watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Yes, that movie there is beautiful. Like they will literally look at us as we ill. That's how they look at us. Like, yeah, they have a mental mind, mental disorder. They think they're Israelites. They think spaceships and. That's us, bro.
Yeah.
We don't superheroes, bro.
His son started looking up the comics. He was like, this is talking about actual people. This was actual recorded history.
And what did she say when Samuel L. Jackson was about to die? She said it's just not fair for God to live amongst us, man.
Yeah. She tried. The whole movie's about her just trying to
take that faith. Take that faith. Because look, I used to always think about that. David, he bent the iron. You had a man doing the same damn thing in the movie, man.
He bent the bow, with his arm.
David said, blessed be the Lord. I teach with my hand. With thee, why am I able to,
the bow still,
the bow still. That's us, bro.
And the Bruce Willis, his name was David.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson was Elijah.
Yeah.
The other guy was just, I think he was like Kevin or something.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Just Kevin,
He had a bunch of personalities. Yeah, man, that's how our family look at us. Like, they just ill. Yeah,
phase, you're in a phase.
They in a phase. They get over that soon. They go out there a little they think they super. They really think we're ill, bro. But that's the faith, bro.
Yeah, because we're not of this world. They try to break you when you're young into believing, things that pertain to this world.
That's why Yahushua said, "Except ye be as a child."
Yeah.
So he enters the kingdom. When a child believes he can fly, bro.
Yeah.
A child believes he has superhuman strength. Yeah, and that's beautiful, bro. And that's why we gotta be.
And the scripture to say that we are fools for Hamashiach's sake. And in Spanish it says we're locals. We're crazy for his
crazy.
sake, Because that's how we're saying. People actually think we're crazy believing in this. They look at us like we're some off the wall guys that ain't got. You had some Jake going on. He said you boys need to go home.
Yeah.
He thinks we're just some bugged out guys out here.
It says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, it says, "For we count their life madness."
Because the scriptures say, "With the Most High, all things are possible." So, do we believe we're gonna get spiritual powers? Yeah. Do we believe we're gonna get spiritual bodies? Yeah. We believe that the chariots of the Most High is gonna come back? Yes, man.
Ghibli.
Alien invasion? Yes. This may sound crazy, but we believe it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 6. Howl ye. Howl ye.
Howl, so howl, man. The scriptures say when the nations see him, they shall mourn, man. Mourn. When they see, oh my God, they gonna be crying like, literally, because they know they not, because you know, when you get caught with your pants down, right, it ain't nothing you can do, but like, you caught. Like, they just gonna mourn, oh my, that's him. Oh my God, that's him. They gonna be bugging out, bro.
Yeah, that dream that lady had.
Yes.
Like, oh, Jesus. Oh my God, what's him?
I started to run. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's real life, man. Go ahead.
Howl ye. Isaiah 13 and 6. Howl ye. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand.
Somebody get that word howl. See what it says.
Isaiah 13 and 6. It says, For the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
It's gonna come as a destruction from the Almighty. So the Lord is getting ready to destroy America. Man.
That's right.
All right. Get ready for it. All right. Trump has done a great job at destroying this country, man. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Yep. So all hands shall be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. The scriptures say, "Who shall be able to stand in that day, man?" Nobody gonna be able to stand that day. If the Lord not with you, you done, man.
Yeah, even
right?
us, it says every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess.
The mighty men shall bow themselves, bro. You know?
Just gonna get into that too. Brother got it though.
Hey, you got the word?
Yeah. Hey, this the word of how. Your law.
Speak up.
Yeah, cut. This is a Hebrew word for how. It's the word Strong's H3213. Your law, and it says to howl well make a howling. When you jump down to the Strong's definition, it says a primitive root to howl with a wailing tone or yell.
Yeah.
Yep.
With a boisterous one.
Yep. So the scriptures, did not the scriptures say, "Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord"? For what end is it for you, man? All right.
The scriptures say that even the mighty men shall cry their bitterly. That's that hell, man.
Jeremiah said, "I see every man with his hands on his loins, travailing
As a woman.
As a woman."
Hey, like,
You know
what happens when people are scared, man? They scream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in certain death, man. Yeah. You call out on somebody, see somebody pull a gun on somebody else, and they just sitting over there like, come on, man, quick. You know, they scream like bitches.
Shit, sometimes they're so scared that they try to yell, but nothing comes out.
Yeah, mute and shit, man.
It's stuck, man, like a deer in the headlights.
Froze, yeah.
You know?
You can say, but damn, I should have listened to when the brothers was out there teaching. You know, all this walking past us, all the truth is here. So you're not subject to not knowing. You can't say, oh damn, I didn't know this was the truth. Because this gospel is being preached. Whether they hear it from there, you're being marked, man.
Some people walk by every week. You know, they live out here. And they see it. They know we out here. And they walk by every fucking week. Don't even stop and say nothing to us. And they jakes. So guess what? Your hands gonna be in your loins. You're gonna be scared as a bitch when this shit happens.
The scripture even went as far as men's hearts failing them with fear. Literally having heart attacks, man.
Hey, I was looking online at like these little pranks and shit, like pranks going wrong, man. And they had one of them on there where the boyfriend tried to jump out and scare his girlfriend or whatever, whatnot. He came behind the door and jumped out and scared the girlfriend, and she just and fell in the bed and died, man. Just straight like that, man. She couldn't even get the scream out. She just
heart failure.
Boom! It just hit the bed. Babe.
That surge,
She
yeah.
was dead, man.
That surge of blood rushing you stops your heart, you know?
Immediately, man. So just think, man. You just thinking everything all good. Everybody out here, everything is fine. All of a sudden, you hear a trumpet blown, martial law troops roll up. You start laying people down, man. People might just die off of that alone, man. You know what I'm saying?
It says, therefore, I'll read it again. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they
226.
verse 8, and they shall be afraid.
They shall be afraid, man. You people gonna know the fear of the Lord in that day, man.
Right.
All right? You people gonna know the fear of the Lord in that day, man. Especially when you see the missiles, man, on this way over here, bro. That's gonna be the finale, man.
You heard it?
You know?
See that first episode of that what's that one series? American Horror Story, The Apocalypse. Everybody's just relaxing and chilling. One chick's at the barber shop getting her hair cut up, and then everybody's phones start going off like it's an Amber Alert.
Yeah, we gotta watch this.
Everybody looks at it and she's like, oh, this is a joke. She's like, this is a joke. And then you start seeing people running in the streets. Her dad starts to call her, telling her, baby, this is in a drill. Tokyo's already been struck. The missiles are 15 minutes away from us. We're not going to be able to see you. And all this and that. And then people are going to be losing their fucking mind.
Yeah, but that shit gonna be
like what happened in Hawaii.
Yep.
Yes,
And that was real. Yeah, that's funny because that's what she said. She said, oh, this is just a hoax, just like the Hawaii thing.
Wow.
That's what she said.
That's what she said? Oh, come on, man. I got to see
that time. It ain't gonna be, oh, this is a hoax. They gonna know. This is so much shit's gonna be happening. They're gonna be like, damn, this is
End
it.
of the world, baby.
Yeah, and Esau, man, he got you people in the trip back with all these damn Amber Alerts, and you just look like, so when,
Pulling you to sleep,
when
yeah.
shit actually pop off,
Pride Wolf.
like more civil unrest,
Yeah.
like people gonna be like,
That's that normalcy bias. Apostle Ramla did a video on that. People just think it's gonna normally carry on as every day is gonna happen, but not be able to properly react to being at the end of the world.
Yeah. That's why it's gonna be such a great slaughter out here, man. All right, go ahead, up.
It says, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them.
Guys, so only all affliction, man. All affliction here. No remembrance of prosperity at all, man. Pains and sorrow gonna take hold to all you people, man. So enjoy your last days of being wicked, promiscuous, all right? Do whatever the hell you want to do. Enjoy those last days, man. Okay? Enjoy those last days full of adultery and sin and fornication and lust of the flesh, all right? Enjoy all, especially Esau, Edom, man. The so-called white man. Enjoy your last days of this kingdom, man.
That's right.
And all you heathens that came over here, man. Y'all done, man. All right? You got a better off chance in your own land than here in America, man. All right?
Yeah, let us go over here into our own country.
Saint Petersburg.
Because certain main cities like Hong Kong, Tokyo, in Russia, you got Saint Petersburg, Russia, Moscow, you know, certain main cities gonna get hit in those regions, but America's gonna be ultimately obliterated.
Coast to
coast.
All right, coast to coast, man.
It says,
okay, go ahead.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
Yep.
They shall be amazed one at another.
Yeah, like, oh my God. Like, cause look, when you see something crazy, you gotta ask somebody, did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my, like, one at another, they're gonna be like, man, is this happening? Is this happening? Is this really taking place, man? All right? They shall be amazed one at another, like, wow.
Hey, on 9/11, everybody that wasn't there, they was making phone calls. Did you see? Turn the TV on. Did you see what just happened? Did you just see what happened? What's going on? What's going on? Turn the TV on.
I was one of those motherfuckers that was making phone calls though. Oh, yeah. So that shit on the news, I was tripping, man. 18 years old, I seen that shit.
Exactly.
At the airport. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, I told you.
Yeah. You say you got something quick, real quick.
Yeah. Revelations 18, verse 15. The merchants of these things which remain rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping
because
and
America
wailing.
is that merchant city, man. Right? The merchants that was made so rich over her. Exactly, because America is just a huge corporation, man. Right? That's why it's a grown-ass man in my job talking about he loves going to Disney. This man, like, then at 40 years old. I'm like, what's so good about Disney? He say, that too. You know, but he's an Edomite that answers every question. But, like, what do you like about Disney? He said, because there's different foods from all over the world that I can eat there. Like, he said, different foods from each country that I just can't eat nowhere else. So this is that merchant city where you come from, you know, you grab your resources from your country and bring it to America and you sell, man. It's a merchant city. Like a big mall. You know, you have different merchants within that mall selling their product, man. So this is that merchant city. Go ahead.
Cut. Revelations 18, verse 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen.
Clothed in fine linen, decked out. You know, that's symbolic, man. All right, look at this place. Clothed in royal, man. All right, it ain't really royal how it used to be, because it's
declining.
But, you know,
when you look at the programs that America has versus these other European Edomite nations, it's far more greater, man. I listened to something earlier today about, I believe over in Britain there, they go through some starvations and shit like that because economics and stuff. They're like, well, they don't have a food bank like how America got a food bank, you know? That's that, you know, this is Golden City. We got the best of everything, you know what I'm saying? In a certain sense, not saying everything here is good, but compared to the other Edomite nations, you know what I'm saying?
Like, as far as like tech, but morals and...
Right. They got a higher quality. Yeah, they got a higher quality of shit here than other European nations. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's called a great city.
And it's merchant. It's not being produced here. It's just being sent here. All right? That's how that works.
That's what a king does. He has everything brought to him. You know?
King Solomon had it like that at once. You know? So everything's being sent here. Okay, people send their best products. Right? Oh, we can sell this over in America. Oh, we gonna sell this over in America.
They're not rocking Nikes out there in China like over here in America, but they're making them.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you're looking for Revelations 18, verse 16. And saying, alas, that great city.
So alas, man. What's
Finally.
all we've been waiting for? Finally. That's what, hey, man, that's what we can be saying too, man. Water. Alas, go ahead.
That great city that was clothed in fine linen, in purple, and scarlet.
And purple is royal.
Royal.
Go ahead.
And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Because this is that old golden city. Go to New York. That's streets paved with gold.
Yeah, go to LA.
That false dream. You know what I mean?
All the major cities.
Yeah.
Miami, New York.
Yeah. You know? Streets paved with gold. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, this is the point. Verse 17. Revelations 18 and 17. For 1 hour.
For 1 hour. Go ahead.
For 1 hour. So great riches is come to naught.
So that's gonna show you the power of the Most High, man.
That's right.
All right. The most powerful nation to ever come into power. All right. To ever exist.
Got his hand over the whole earth.
Yeah. You know, conquer the whole world for 1 hour. Go ahead.
It says, for 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships, and by sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
Go ahead.
And as many as trade by sea
Yep,
stood
trade
afar
by
off.
sea, because you look at America, all the cargo ships, big ass blocks, man. Just constantly coming in here, standing far off, like, damn. You know? Because even though they might hate America, going back to Obadiah 1 and 7, the men that confederate, the men that eat thy bread, have laid a snare under thee. All right, so even though, you know, they hate America, they still need to eat, they still need to make money. It's like, I don't like this nigga, but I gotta eat, I gotta make money, and I gotta go through him to be able to do that. So that's pretty much how America is. We don't like y'all, but we still gotta make this money. You know? Still gotta sell it.
And that's like a regular fucking dope dealer, right? You selling crack and shit. You're not really so-called friends with the junkies that's coming around or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You just like, yo, they the ones putting money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Well, after you serve them, like, all right, get on out of here, man. They don't bring these junkies in their house. Oh, well, come in and meet my family and eat dinner with us. They just using you for the money, man.
Hey, name is terms. All these restaurants. You really think they enjoy?
Yeah, y'all coming in here.
How you doing? What do you like? No, they don't want to work.
Right.
But I got to be nice and supportive. Why? Because at the end of the time, I got to get that tip, and I got to write you that bill, right? And I want you to come back. You know, that's everybody, man. People don't like serving. They're assholes, man. We're just talking about it at the job. They hate their jobs, man. They drop this shit on the floor, they pick it back up and put it. That's not love, you know? That's not love, man. Go ahead. Dirty dining. They really love you. They keep shit clean, and they don't love doing that shit. But they gotta put on their front and act like they love you. Watch, they need money. All right, go ahead.
It says, and stood afar off, verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning.
Ooh, so the smoke of America, they saw the smoke of her burning. Go ahead.
Saying, what city is like unto this great city?
And they right. What country's like America? Germany never got to that state. You know? But who ever got like America, man?
Compared to anything.
Yeah. What city? What city is likened onto America, man? All right, and America is one big city. Cause look, down here in Florida, which I'm getting tired of anyways, but I don't give a shit. You see now, but up north, the tags down here, it's like, God damn, these motherfuckers need to stop coming down here. You know, because they don't know how to drive when they come down here, bro. They making wrong turns, and I'm like, God, that's why the accidents so damn high down here in Florida. Cause you got all these Michigan,
Canada,
New York, like, God, you know? Then they bringing up the cost of living down here and shit, man. Yo, you motherfuckers pooping down here.
What's crazy about that? At my job, when I'm out here in these Edomite homes, a lot of these homes that I go to, they be vacant for half the damn year. Cause Esau live in some other country, some other state. Yeah, they snowbirds. They only come down during the wintertime because it's kind of hot here. So, like, you be surprised how many big fucking houses that I be going to that nobody even live in for half the year, man. They paying the, with utilities on and everything like that, but day after day for half the year, ain't nobody living in this house at all, man. You know what I mean? But
so, which is why that proves America is a great city. Because anywhere in your city you live in, you can move up the block, you can move 2 miles out. But here in America, I can move from Florida, move to Georgia, Alabama, I can move all the way to California. This is that great city, man.
interstate systems actually connect everything in here in America, making it one continuous city, man.
Yep. That's why scriptures say go to the chief place of conquerors, right? You know, the highways and the byways, the Lord, because what? The streets, you know, it was connected. All connected here.
But shit, what did I was gonna say? 301 and 41 run shit damn near New York from down here, man.
Go ahead.
Back in the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 8 again. Let me read 8 and then get 9 and 10, or 9. 8, it says, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them, they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
So is gifts and comfort going to take hold of them?
Pangs and sorrows.
Pains and sorrows are going to take hold of you. The Lord has a way with his words. He say that's what's going to take hold of you. Pains and sorrows. I like the way he put that.
Grab onto your
Pains
shit.
and sorrows shall take hold of you.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to be moved. You know how somebody grab you like, yo, let me go, let me go. That's how them pains and sorrows are going to take hold of you, man.
Rape.
All right? Grab hold of you. Go ahead.
Okay, grab hold. It says, they shall be amazed one at another, like we discussed. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath.
So the scriptures say the day of the Lord cometh cruel, man. So that's what we was speaking on earlier about a heavy topic. What Jesus is y'all coming with, man? What scriptures y'all reading? All right? What it is y'all coming with another spirit, man. That's what it is, man. Because that's not the spirit of prophecy. The spirit of prophecy, man, is destruction is coming. Jeremiah 28 and 8, right? The prophets that have been before me, right, and prophesied both against great wars, evil, a pestilence, okay? That's what's coming to the shores of America. So enjoy wickedness for a season, man, because that season's almost up. We in the transition. We in the transition of a new season, man. Okay? That's what we transitioning to, a new season. All you Elamites, all right, you Pakistanians, Iranians, man, y'all done, man. Y'all come to this melting pot, man, and y'all finished. And that's great because why? This place was built off the backs of the Israelites. So for you to come here and prosper and set up a nice house when Jake's not even living that nice as y'all, that's great. That's great for that judgment to hit you, man. Because you shouldn't have came here, man. You know what happened. You know, it's like licking the wounds, the water. You know what happened to us here. But what, you gonna come here and drive a Benz? Get a 2-story house built, get all kind of loans.
Put a liquor store in the hood.
Yeah, say get a business and then be eating up off us.
But what the source of that, where you got that from? Through us, man. Our atrocities, man. Okay? Our downfall, man. That's how you were able to obtain those things, man. So it's good that you here, man. All right? The heathens here gonna get the worst of the judgment. Then the rest of you, we're gonna go around when we come out them ships, and we're gonna gather you up and take you back over to Israel. All right? Put them chains on you. The beauty of your women, we're gonna put them in the bed chambers. Okay? And your men, we're gonna send out to the fields, man.
Sign.
All right? As soon as you're born, you're gonna be born right into bondage, right into slavery, man. All right? That's the reward of the wicked, man. That's just what's gonna be fulfilled, man. And we speak that boldly, what? Off of faith, man. Right. Because that's what's written. Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and 9. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate.
So America is gonna be laid desolate, man. And now Yahweh shall say, see, look here, shall not one stone be unturned. All right? You're speaking about that time period, right? The siege, but also fast forward to these times period, man. So not one stone here be unturned, man.
Yeah. Leave neither root nor branch.
It says, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
But do not they say hate the sin, but love the sinner? But the Lord said he gonna destroy the sinners thereof out of it, man. Because a gun cannot act on its own. You shoot somebody, you don't put the gun on trial and be like, all right, gun, we'll sentence you to 20 years in prison. No. You sentence the man that used the gun to commit the crime. Same thing with the sin. You don't put the Most High not gonna put the sin on trial and say adultery. All right, I'm gonna burn you with fire. No, he's gonna burn that sinner, the one that carried out that act, the one that used that act of sin. He's gonna burn him and judge him, man. Okay, that's how that works, man. All right. So once again, that's another spirit that we've not heard, that we haven't been taught, man. Go ahead. All right. Hey, you got some close that on? No. Get Matthew 25.
Yo, you guys forgot your ramen.
All right. You got your ramen noodles. Matthew 25. Yeah, just read through it though. Read through it.
This is Matthew, Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
Because we all doing this to obtain the kingdom, man. That's what Yahushua asked the disciples. Asked Yahushua, will thou now at this time restore the kingdom unto Israel? And everybody speak about the kingdom of heaven. Even the heathens want to take part in the kingdom. That's why they cleave onto this book, because they want the goods that come with it. But the atrocities and the things that we went through, they don't want to partake in that, but they want to partake because they see the promises. Like, oh damn, this they want to partake in the kingdom. Go ahead.
It says verse 2. Verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened to 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish.
Go ahead.
They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Yep, and symbolic going back to the man that hid it on the napkin, the talent. All these parables add up to each other.
Oh,
Man.
we out here, we piping and you ain't dancing.
Yeah, you ain't dancing, man.
You don't want to do nothing about it.
All right, you took not the oil, man. You took the lamp, you put no oil in it, man.
Tarrying until it comes to the
Tarrying, yeah. You made light of this word, man. You didn't move, man. You put off that day, man. You put off the Lord from day to day. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
And this is what we looking to be, man. Those wise virgins. All right. That's why brothers making certain moves in their lives, cut off that extra fat, so they can, so they can indulge themselves into the word, man. All right. That's what it's constantly about. Constantly trimming, man. Constantly, trimming that lamp, man. Letting that light shine before men. Go ahead.
It says, and while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
All right. While he tarried, go ahead.
And at midnight there was a cry made.
And we know midnight, right? What right now the doomsday clock is what? 2 minutes. 2 minutes to midnight. All right. Go ahead.
It says, and behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him.
Yep. Go ye out to meet him. Oh shit, how shy? Because we after all this turmoil and tribulation come, man. When we see Yahushua crack them clouds, we gonna be the only people, man. Only people excited, man. Waiting to see him. That's right.
Hey, but they also
we gonna be crying like, man, Baba Shai, we gonna be calling out to him, man. Everybody else gonna be running the opposite direction. Well, the scriptures say they shall well when they see him. You got something to say?
Yeah, they got a saying in the world. Oh, when I get to a certain age, I'm gonna get my life right or get together with the Lord and things like that, man. But again, that's what we're going into right now. They pushing off that day, man. But when we see the chariots and all these different prophecies that continue to pop off, coming to full fulfillment, then we're going to be prepared. That's why everybody else is like, oh, it's time to get my life together at this point. That's what this parable goes, oh, I got to go get my oil at this point. But it's too late now. Yep. Shit, we getting on the chariots. So you got a single file line, brothers getting on the chariots. You trying to find out what the name of the Lord is, man. Yeah, you trying to find out what them things are in the sky.
Way back behind, man. That's why the brothers is quoting the scripture, make no tarrying to turn unto the Lord and put not off from day to day, man. But suddenly, all right, and your stability or your comfort, man, you're going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the wise, give us of your oil.
Give us of your oil, man. Right? Give us of your oil. So a brother that's been laboring, coming out here day in, week after week, well, I'm just supposed to just give you some of my oil, man?
Studying and so on and so forth.
Breaking his ass, putting up videos, man, studying, getting rebuked. All right?
Then that day you don't want to break it. What's the name of the Lord? Man, we didn't do it. How many videos we did on this? How many videos we put down on who is Esau, what the mark of the beast is? Now we're in the middle of them giving you the goddamn tip. You want to ask us to give you a breakdown.
Because they had that liberty.
And then that's when the family of the word gonna come by. you're gonna be seeking for the prophets. Damn, I got this RFID chip. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, but then look, we already got our oil. You out there trying to buy oil.
Because that's the power of how much you Shia. Why we have liberty on a Saturday night to be out here in Folly. Yeah. Even if we was to go out there, like,
ain't no fun.
Yeah, ain't no fun out there, man. You want to enjoy yourself out there. It's like you'll have a little fun, have a drink, and then at the end of the day you be like, man,
bro, thanks.
Yeah, this place gonna be, this place gotta be destroyed. You know, you meditating on, you having fun with the brothers, you meditating on the kingdom, man. Spiritual conversation, man. That's right, man. You're not like, man, I love this place, man. You know, you ain't out there like, I love this, man. You know, you ain't out there like that, man. All right. So why? At Liberty, man. Right now you got Liberty, but here it is, a Saturday night. We as members, hopeful members of the elect, we out here preaching the word, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 9, but the wise answer saying, not so, lest there be not enough
and that's
for
rightfully
us.
Said, not so, man. No. Lest there be not enough for us. I gotta make sure I got enough. So when Howard Shai see me like, then I'm good. I'm short. I'm cut short because I done gave you some. You ain't even been out there laboring.
Yeah.
So I fall short.
Yeah, them
I fall
boy.
short, you know, because of your ass. No. Yeah, not so. Not so. Go ahead.
Like, I went to work for this here paycheck, man. I can't give you my rent money so you can have some rent money.
That's a modern analogy right there. You don't work 2 weeks and you got paid your check and your rent due. Hey, man, I need like $500.
Why didn't you go to work?
I done went to work 2 whole weeks straight. My rent due. You think I'm finna give you $500 and I'll be out on the streets? Not so. I'm sorry.
And then the whole time you out there following after these women and shit. I fuck going to work. I'm gonna go chase these bitches. Yeah. But now all of a sudden rent come around. Oh, come on. You supposed to be my brother, man. You supposed to take care of me. No, man. You supposed to be taking care of yourself, man. Yeah. I know. Go to work. Get your own shit. Stop, following around with this folly. And worry about what's important in life. You know what I'm saying? Take care of what's important.
Hey, if you would have went to work, we could have split rent 2 ways.
Yeah.
Right? And we both would have had money. money to side.
Then you say you're gonna pay me back. Yeah. You're gonna pay me back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks come, I see you at the fucking club. Right. You're like, oh, you got that for me?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't got that.
I got you.
Yeah. Hey, you remember that one video like about a year ago where Jake was in the mall? And he owed another Jake money.
Oh yeah, give me them shoes.
And he told me, give me them shoes. Go back in here right now. Give me them shoes.
Yeah.
It's like you owe me money, but you ain't here.
Yeah, he made a return his shoes.
Yeah,
He's like, nah, he taking these shits back. He said he need a return on these shits. He owe me some money.
He owe me money.
He's like, nah, it ain't gonna be no problem.
that bitch,
he can return this.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Go ahead.
But it's continuing on. This is verse 9 again. It says, but the wise answer saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
Yep. Keep going.
Come. Verse 10. But while they went to buy, the bridegroom came.
Yep, so Yahushua came, right? Go ahead.
And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
Yep, and now we can stop on that, man. They that were married were with him. Hey, and the doors were shut, man. Those acceptable, man. Those that put in the work. The scripture say, give diligence to make that calling and election sure, man. All right? But, we done out here, man. America's gonna destroy it.
That's right.
These so-called white people going into slavery. That's right. That's the message in a nutshell. Right? And we calling our people out of this place. Those that going to repent, but America's going to be destroyed in the near future, man.
Right.
All right? All right? Uproars of the people all around the place. This place is gone.
Hey, the scriptures say that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. And that's what you're witnessing. The downfall of Esau, which is the so-called white people, and the uprising of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the children of Israel according to the scriptures, man.
Yep. And to pay what your forefathers did to our people, all right, to establish this God-forsaken place that is America.
Can I get in here? I want to be the evil guy.
Oh, good. Watch out.
Hey, you already him.
I'm the evil guy, guys.
Yeah, but you can get on camera on that side.
I'm the evil guy. You're the evil guy, too.
Yo, back up.
You're on my side, man. You're my side.
No respect. No respect. Here it is. We telling this man about what his forefathers did to our people, and he's stepping on the signs, man.
Read the whole
That show
Bible.
you respect.
You read little bits.
So guess what? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
You gotta read the whole book.
All right, come on, let's wrap it up. Wrap it up.
All right, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor. Double honor to the apostles, great millstone taught us truth. Blessings all you sincere labors out there pushing us truth. all sincerity and faith, honesty. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we won't read the whole Bible.